Biafra. His name is Mazi Uche Okafor Mefo. Mazi Uche Okafor Mefo is from Anambra State. Anambra State is Biafra land. He comes from Abatete, to be precise. He is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Like I keep on telling us, the mindset behind those words may be difficult for you to comprehend. But believe me, one day you will understand. Mazi Uche Okafor Mefo is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukano, His Royal Highness, the King of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. Abia State is Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Okukano, the King of Afari Beku, remained one and only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people close to 6 decades now. He's the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television. And by the special grace of Chukwu Kikabiam, I remain George Onyeibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. And Delta State is Biafra land. And of course, at this moment, if you check your time, I am still the African rep and the Nigerian international coordinator. Having said that, I will proceed to acknowledge Chukwu Kikabiama, the one who sits in heaven and presides over the affair of man, the one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. For in the end, we do not look up to the mountains nor the hill for help, for our help comes from He who made the heaven and the earth, who has promised to keep us from all evil. And so in my humble way this evening, I said to him, "Eh, the man otutwe, eh, the man here. Ikwesịrị tụkwasị obi Chineke, ọ dịghị onye dị ka gị o, onye dị ka gị, onye dị ka gị, onye dị ka Chukwu Chineke, ọ dịghị onye dị ka gị. Asị na anyị na-eme mma o, eze masị na anyị na-agwọ ọrịa o, onye nwe anyị asị na anyị na-enye ike o, wee bịara ọ bụrụ eziokwu. Chukwu dị mma, n'ịdị mma, agbanwe chimo, n'ịdị mma, olileanya ndị nsọ, n'ịdị mma, eze onye nwe anyị n'ịdị mma o. Ịmakwa na oge nleleanya n'eluigwe dadi o, ebe ahụ ị na-achị achị o, ewe mfo Chukwu n'ịdị mma, eze onye nwe anyị n'ịdị mma o. Isi ala gị nwe, 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 anya eji ahụ ụzọ n'isi ala gị nwe, isi ala gị nwe, onye na-eme mma, isi ala gị nwe, nwanne otu onye, isi ala gị nwe, akpata na-eku nwa, isi ala gị nwe, onye ji anyị isi ala gị nwe. Anyị na-aja gị mma o, maka n'eziokwu n'ịbụ sọ mma ịhụnanya na gị, obiọma gị o juru anya dadi o, inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dị ka gị, ịbụ Alfa na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na n'ịdị mma o. Ise. And of course, we must continue because we are not going anywhere. Our destination is simple. The purpose we are here is simple. I did not come to IPOB. I didn't join IPOB to sell pure water. I didn't join IPOB to sell my mind. I didn't join IPOB to praise anybody. I joined IPOB for one thing. We are a people in need of a desperate situation for freedom. And believe me, if we make mistake, we apologize to Chukwu Kikabiama. But we also remind him that if he put us in this condition, in 100 lifetime, we will repeat what we have done. We will not regret it. Because those who have held us down, without remorse, they are dealing with us and we are seeing it. Kanome no go kwegwo na nyoriko. Onwe no nyi Yoruba wo nya Hausa onye Fulani. Onwe no nyi Igbo nde mole nde mmadụ. Onwe no ka agwo ọgwụ keru n'ime yo. Chukwu ekwekọ. Na ha uji mena enyi hugwu eziokwu ese enyi ekuli eziokwu. Enyi mara ihe anyị ka-eme. Enyi hwe uji onwe anyị egbu ale. Enyi hwa agbo kiri oki. Ekwu enyi mara na okesepụ ha enyi. Enyi hwe eji onwe anyị egbu ale. But how many years do we have? How many lifetime do we have? And of course, at this moment, or at this on this segment, our team remain back to your root. Back to your root. And of course, our topic, we are still on the same series. The importance of family and the role played by our ancestors. But before we go into this very study, let me bring certain things to the attention of our people. Some things we do at times, it really does not matter. But one day you will understand that it matters. It said when a man see the end of his life, he should begin to reconsider everything you have done that have brought you to that place where you are standing. Does it really matter? Does it really worth it? First of all, our leader has delivered the message. And as a very meticulous man that he is, he has tried his best to project the truth to everybody. He simply say, I do not hate Yoruba. I do not hate Hausa. I do not hate Fulani. We are here to liberate every prisoner inside the zoo called Nigeria. It's as simple as ABCD. And nobody does. But you know what they do to us? We hate it with cruel hatred. And we are going to be unfair to our children if we do not tell them what happened to us. That is why on this segment we say go back to your roots. I understand. I come across an article online this evening. And the article said the Yoruba Muslim and the Yoruba Christian, they are cooperating. The Yoruba Muslim and the Yoruba Christian, they are cooperating. Unlike the other region, you go to Hausa Fulani, if you are a Christian, the Muslim will kill you. Of course, Islam give them go-ahead order to kill anybody who don't believe in Allah. So once you are from the northern part of the zoo called Nigeria, you are a Christian, your father or your mother or your cousin or your uncle, they will kill you. So Hausa Fulani, Muslim and Christian do not cooperate. Hausa Fulani Muslim kills Hausa Fulani Christian as if they are infidel. Of course, that is what they call them. But I want you to learn from Yoruba. Yoruba Muslim and Yoruba Christian. In fact, go and ask Adeboye Kumuyi. All their mothers are Muslim or their father is a Muslim. But they understand one truth. They protect their own more than any other. They no send you. And I'm yet to see an article written by Yoruba man in favor of our people. I have not seen it. But understand, in as much as we will point you out when you do evil, your past evil, I cannot cover it. Because that thing you did, you must show remorse. You must apologize. And then maybe time will change. I am an Igbo man that is not an Igbo man. Unlike other Igbo men that are not Igbo man. Because there is Igbo in Benue State, there is Igbo in Kogi State, there is Igbo in Edo State, there is Igbo in Delta State, there is Igbo in Biafra State, there is Igbo in River State, there is Igbo in Cross River State. But all of them are not Igbo. How did it get this bad? Because somebody worked on us. One day, one Delta man who is not an Igbo, one Niger Delta man who is not an Igbo, by Nigerian standard, carried out a coup. Chukwumanzogo is not an Igbo man. He's a Niger Delta man. He carried the first coup. Today, Igbo man cannot talk because everywhere they are telling you, Igbo coup, Igbo coup, Igbo coup, Igbo coup. Chukwumanzogo is not Igbo coup. He's not Igbo man. He's Niger Delta man. Let us follow Nigerian doctrine. Chukwumanzogo is not an Igbo man. He's a Niger Delta man. Why are they calling it Igbo coup? I want people to understand why I talk the way I talk and behave the way I behave. Because somebody came out. Because of the sin of one man. Let us agree it's a sin of one man. They condemn the whole generation. I am not an Igbo man. I am a Niger Delta man. But my name is Onyeibe. And as a Niger Delta man, I went to Lagos. I live here among the Yoruba people. 11 years. When the time come to define your father's name, and they told me, and why would you condemn a whole generation for the sin of one man? As far as I'm concerned, for us, over almost 60 years or more, Yoruba have condemned the whole Igbo race because of mistake of one man. All of you Igbo, you are Oloshi, you are Loli Bruku. That is what Yoruba said. And it's unfair if you want me to separate them. I will not separate them. But of course, I understand the implication there. Let them feel it. Let them feel it. Yoruba will enter background and do wayo. Why is Yoruba Muslim not fighting Yoruba Christian? That is because even in the religion, they are doing wayo. Because when I start saying, you are related to Yoruba, your mama is Yoruba, your papa is Yoruba, I don't hate you. But the Yoruba race condemn the whole Igbo race, including Ijoma, all of you, and Yamere. They condemn all of you because of the mistake of one man. So this is George Onyeibe, the Igbo man that is not Igbo man. And yet the Niger Delta man that is not Niger Delta man. Glory be to Yoruba. Ndiara. But our people must understand, we are here to speak for the interests of our people. And then those people, those of our brother who are idiots, let's sample them out and address their matter. We say back to your root. Back to your root. I give it to Yoruba and I respect them. They held on to the calling of their ancestors. They are their father children. They deliver like Awolowo. They deliver like Obasanjo. They deliver like Abiola. They deliver like Tinubu without fail. And then whose sons are we? Of course, on this very segment tonight, Biafrans must understand. If we fail to defend our land, nobody will. When we go back to our roots, I just can only pray to God to help us find out the little problem that is making us to fall. Little problem. Let us pray in our time that Igbo Muslim don't have a foothold in Biafra land. All of you will see something. Just pray that all those Igbo Muslim, they are grooming from Anambra to Imo State, from Ebonyi State to Enugu State, from Ambo. You don't know they are grooming a lot of Muslims, most of our leaders. Just pray that they don't get foothold in our land. You will understand what we have done to ourselves. But if we focus on our roots, there are things that is a taboo. Everything about our culture, down to our DNA, it forbids Islam. But look at hunger is encouraging it in our land. Because the real war has not started. Yoruba have won this war in every front. And when I read that thing online, I gave a deep thought to it. It's only in Yoruba land you see Muslim and Christian living in the same house, no squans. Not even in Saudi Arabia. Now you know Yorubas are masters of their game. I do not undermine them. I just tell them, carry your hypocrisy and get away from my son. I can't tolerate you. I can't tolerate you. So when we say go back to your root, or we are looking at a particular study, please stop looking at the demonic aspect of it. Please stop looking at how it affects you as an individual. Focus on how it affects us as a people. Because not until we come back to our senses. Ndeni kerije wakari ejisha nya pato makasa. Wakari ejisha nya pato makasa. Onyo bia bia saka gosi mo lo nedim. No stranger can show me my father's house. And then something is wrong. And of course, having said that, we must continue. And please, when our lines are open, ensure you ask me question in line with what we are discussing. We are going to look at the last series of this study so we can move to another level. We want to look at the consequence of neglecting the marriage principle by our ancestors. If we fail, if we deviate from the principle of marriage given to our ancestors, a lot of consequences are with us. Number one, I want to remind every one of us. Women are the custodian of tradition of any people. Women are the custodian. I have a cousin sister. Her name is Nwaneka. In fact, my only sister, younger sister, her name is Okpoho Nwanlo. There are names we give to women. It says it all. Number one, when they say Nwaneka, that is children that come from the same womb. They have greater bond holding them than even children that come from the same lions. That thing is a deep mystery. Your father married 3 wives. The children are bonded to their mother. And so whatever their mother planted in them, that is who they become. But when a woman married 10 husbands and have children for all of them, the children is still born to the woman. Whether from the left or from the right, children are born to the woman. A spiritual bond. You can't do anything about it. The women are the one who protect and safeguard our generation, our culture and tradition. Not the men. The men defend, but the woman preserve. And that is why when you keep quiet as a Biafra man, you are looking down on our women. You don't know what you are doing to the next generation. Honestly, I have been with our men. And I see most of them don't have regard for our women. That is because they don't have sense. And sometimes when I see some of our men talk to our women, I will weep. Let me tell you, we have to cherish them. We have to protect them. It doesn't matter how far they have gone wrong. You must love them because that is what they will give to your children. Do you know that some children will beat their father because of their mother? Do you know? You come back home as a husband. You are punching your wife. And you think those children will love you. One of the respects I have for my father is as simple. He never treats my mother as a woman or as a property. In fact, when I was getting married, my father told me, if your wife is that type of woman that if you threaten her, if you harass her, she start crying. My father says, son, run for your life. This woman will kill you. In our language, they call it Okwabudi. Okwabudi, Opoka Kwabudi. This woman will kill you. If you marry, that I was maybe around 13 years. He said, my son, anytime you grow up and you marry a woman and you tell your wife, what is wrong with you? And she starts saying, he said, my son, pack your load and run. That woman will kill you. Your wife should be the type that you say, sit down there. She will say, why should I sit down? Because I don't want to sit down. And I say, because I want you to sit down. He said, let me just sit down. You better have something good to say. That is how it's supposed to be. She's not a slave. If I show her love, she pass that love into my children. And then I have a lovely home. I harass her, and then I will have my children to fight in the future. Those children that are looking at you, you think they don't have sense? Our culture and tradition is with our mother. It is with our mother. It is their duty to preserve it, to keep it intact. And our duty as the men is to protect it. So when we are talking about marriage, I want you to understand the need why you must help our mother to become the best of who they are, so they can transmit it into the children. Because if not, we are in trouble. Do you know the woman have the capacity to advise children even more than the father? Because fathers are action all the time. Once father say, come here, your BP has increased. Except your father is not a disciplinary father. Once he say, come here, BP high immediately. And then he would say 100 words. 90 have escaped, only 10 remaining. He said, do you understand what I say? Yes, I understand. It don't run come up for your head. Because you're just not expecting any discipline. It's only your mother that will come and say, my son, look at this thing, look at this thing. Your father will beat you. Don't be like this, study you. Only your mother. But the enemy know how to protect their women. We are the only people who don't protect our women. We are the only people. Because we have failed to understand the principle of marriage. Today, who will lead us? Who will go for us? You think our leader mother was Yoruba, our leader can do what he's doing? But am I saying that? You think his father is not disciplined? He can bring up a child like that? Can a snake give birth to a lion? I appreciate Chukwu Kikabiama. I have access to his parents. His father is a man of few words. But his lightest touch command obedience. I hardly see him talk. But I notice he's free with anybody. He laughs with everybody. You won't even know he's a king. Because he really have no regard from the mighty and the small. But I tell you, in the same way, without whip, he commands everybody. His slightest touch command obedience. This is father. Your home is who you are. But of course, most of you do not have the privilege of coming from a standard home. There are certain things you say, we know where you are coming from. You stand before elder to address them. And you are saying, I now say, he now say, then now say, you now say. A real elder will be looking at you. And when you finish, they will pinch themselves. They say, this child, they don't have home training. You have communicated to them respectfully, religiously, holistically, as a trained child. But they know these are just sounding vowels. You are not a trained child. I had the privilege to address elders sometime in my life. And they sat down and they were listening to me. And after I spoke at length, and I finished what I was saying, and one of them said, my son, the reason you see we kept quiet listening to you is because you didn't say, I say. We were underlying every word where you say, my father told me, my father told me, my father told me. And then we know you have a home training. That is why we are listening to you. But do you know this? Do you understand that the first line of defense is your family? This one now, they are poisoning us now, locking us down and locking us up in the name of COVID-19, I be Toyota Corolla. If we do not unite in our bedroom, there is no way we can unite in our compound. And there is no way we can unite in our community. They will set us one apart from each other and they will destroy all of us. To destroy the black community in America, they have to destroy their marriage institution, if I will use that word. And to destroy Africa, they have to destroy the marriage institution of Africa. Their culture and tradition. And somebody still don't understand what you are saying. Each time I say this thing, it's not as if I want to tell you that Agbo is better than anybody. I'm not saying that. But I'm telling you, I'm happy I come from that place. No Agbo man will arrest Agbo man. If he does, he's a born through way. No Abo man fight Abo man. Of course, we quarry. But our laws is simple. If you cannot flow with somebody, leave that person alone. Don't fight that person. If you cannot build anybody, at least don't reduce that person. I've had issue many times. And then we get to station. And then maybe that person have a upper hand over me. And then all of a sudden you discover the policeman or the man in charge of the case is Aboma. That day you are in trouble. I think in Nnewi people used to do that in those days. I don't know if they still do it. Because you fight one in Nnewi man. You are fighting the whole in Nnewi all over the world. I don't know if they have changed. Because of Yoruba influence. Adia Mama. I said, no, don't mention that. Let us call our problem and move ahead here. Two Abo fighting. Guru, they carry ball to break their head. The moment is I win a euro or Guale. And you land yes some de Guale bon. And yes some de Bele bon. It's very important. That is why, as I'm reaching you live and direct from Orogodo, from Orogodo, Nigerian terrorists, whether in form of Boko Haram, Fulani headsmen and the rest, when they enter, they are coordinated. I think the ones killing in Okpanam, I think they are running now. Because you kill one, they mobilize. You kill two, they mobilize. That is why when you look at them, they look at some small village where they have been able to Islamize. Then they strike. There are great consequences when we fail to abide by this principle. Our home will be porous. And we cannot be able to defend our home. A lot of people don't like me now. Why is it they don't like me? Oh, you are calling Yoruba. You are calling Yoruba. And when I begin to call Fulani now, my own junior brother will hate me. Oh, why are you calling Fulani? Don't you know my wife is feeling bad? If I swear for all of Fulani. So who will go call now? Because my own brother is a Fulani. But my stand is that because of the sin of one man, the whole generation of Biafrans were condemned. They condemn all of us. And Yoruba without, they don't hide it. You just hear, I'm a da papa olowu jare, omo bolele yi, olori buruku, oloshi. I'm a da papa olowu jare, omo ibo ni e. Omo bolele yi, olori buruku, oloshi. I was not out of their mumu, they call you Inyamere. Honestly, we have to tell ourselves the truth. What I'm trying to say in effect is that if they can condemn a whole generation because of the sin of one man, I will do the same to them so that they understand how it feels. There are consequences. That is what we are suffering today. Our people may not be very prosperous. Our people may not have all the money in the world. You don't say fire is too small, you put it inside your pocket. It will burn you. Why? Is it because we are more coordinated than others? No. Our parents told us, Onyeibe, don't kill your brother. I have said this before. You go to my hometown, the next family opposite my own family. Because we have many family house. All of us are there. The family opposite my own family house is called Arinze family. See, tomorrow morning, Arinze and the wife are dead. Two of his children happens to be my classmate. My own mother is dead. But we have not sat together as family. We have not discussed. We have not quarreled once, neither have we cooperated once. As a child, when we play to that compound, and we notice my mother will be at the fence and be looking at us. And their own mother will be looking at them. Because they know we are not aware of what is causing dispute between the two families. Until today, they never told us. They didn't tell us. We have never fought each other. We have never quarreled, but we have never cooperated. In the school, 2 of their children is my classmate. When we sit in the class, there is this thing, this feeling. We and this family, they quarrel. But we've not quarreled. I don't understand. And if you are from Abo, when you enter Abo, one side is Boji Boji Abo. One side is Boji Boji Owa. For over 500 years, these 2 communities are crying. These are sons, they are quarreling. Sons of the same parents. If you are not in Abo, if you do not understand what is happening, you will not know the difference between us. That there is quarrel going on among us as a people. That is when they say, do not wash your dirty linen outside. Don't wash your dirty linen outside. If you do, the people who are not up to you will come and settle your matter. People who cannot even stand before you, they will be settling matter for you. But with all this, there is a remedy. Once there are evidence of the consequence of not following the principle of marriage, when it begins to manifest, there is remedy. For instance, I want you to check your village. Just do personal study. Look at all the big men in your village. You will see that some of them are not from that community. Some of them were bought slave in those days, in the ancient time. Some of them, their father died when their children were small, and they hand over to them and said to them, my servant, please, when my son grew, give the property to him, manage it. I know many kings today sitting on a throne that is not for them. And so what do? The moment the man die, they will be the one to kill the man's children so they can be king. Some will wipe away a whole community so that they can become Igwe. And Hausa, Fulani, and Yoruba take advantage of this and empower them to kill us. That is why you have useless Igwe all over Biafra land. These are consequences of improper marriage. You will see the other person, he will go and adopt a child. You need to give that your adopted child a restriction. If not, he will destroy your father's home. Did I say don't show them love? You show them love. Did I say don't be human? Of course you are. But understand that wisdom is the principal thing. And in all that getting, get wisdom. Today I don't even know who we are fighting. Today I don't even know how I'm going to prepare my AK-47 when I want to fight. When our leader talks, he tells you that the Benin fought. The Benin fought. The Benin fought fiercely. Ovaromi Obaise fought, but he was betrayed by Osazakpo. He was betrayed by his most trusted ally. And from that day, Ovaromi Obaise place a curse on all Benin people and say, you people will never have secrets. The pot of corn have been tumbleded. Now Mother Hen and her children can enjoy. There are consequences. For some reason, I will not say certain things. I have seen adopted children fight the son of the house to stand still. It has happened to me. Let me use myself as an example. Like I said, my mother we are 11, but one is gone. But we were 22 at home. Because my father adopted 4 sons that are older than me. But they are not my father's children. We all live as the same. They answer my father's name in school. I did not know. But something was always happening in the family. Every Christmas day, my father will buy new clothes for all of them. Both the older one and the younger one. My father will give me old clothes. His old clothes, the one he's not wearing again. He will take one of his shoe and chook paper inside and give me. Before I go wear the shoe, 10 step, muzzle pull don't hook me. Those shoes they call father and son, high heel, very big. But everybody will be enjoying and strolling. And once they go and stroll, I will just stay one side of the house and I'll be crying. It continue. Year after year, it continue. Year after year, it continue. And one day, one Christmas, my father did that again. This time, it was inclusive of clothes. Everything he gave to me is old one. I just look my father finish. If now, blow why forgive, I no go fear explain on time. He entered his room and I followed him. He said, yes, what is it? I said, what you are doing to me, I don't like it. Does it mean you are not my father? All these years, you buy new clothes for everybody. And you'll be giving me your own old clothes. My father looked at me. He smiled. He jacked me up. He threw me on top of his bed. All those beds that have long leg and long pole. He opened his wardrobe. He showed me all his clothes. You see everything here? It belongs to you. Now, because you can confront me to ask me this, I know you are a man now. He said, you see the first son? I say yes. You see the second son? I say yes. You see the third son? I say yes. You see the fourth son? I say yes. He said, they are not my children. They were adopted. But they don't know. Neither did you know. Now, the first son know already that I'm not his father. So even though he's still bearing my name. My concern is if I show you love as my first son, they may not allow you to come out. So keep it to yourself. They are not my children. You are my first son. And so from that day, if my father lie, let him buy them goods. Let him buy them silver. And let him give me slippers. I am happy because I now knew he was protecting me. And just like you will say, all of them graduated. They start dragging my father's property. They are listening to me as I'm talking to you now. They are in Abo. They start dragging my father's property with me. And my mother have so many story building in Abo till tomorrow morning. One of them, my sister went to collect house rent there. And one of my supposedly, I don't know whether it's half brother now or step brother now or imported brother. I don't know what to call him now. He arrested my younger sister. The ones the parents owns the house and locked him up. My sister called me and said, I'm in the station. I said, what happened? I said, I went to collect house rent. The brother come to arrest me. I said, it's okay. I'm coming there. Don't let anybody bail you till I get there. I left and I got there. And I asked the DPO, what is the problem? He said, your brother came to arrest your sister because your sister is going to collect house rent without notifying the family. And my brother was there. I look at that, my brother. I say, why do you want to fool yourself around this way? The house you are going to arrest somebody because of house rent, is it your house? I said, see, you are with the document of that house. I know. My mother told me that they gave the document to you to keep. But why I did not bother to collect it from you is I'm not dragging who is senior or who is not senior. We are not the same father. You're just adopted. But I want you to feel fine. I said, you have shamed yourself. I told the DPO, I said, please, the house in question, he's with the document. Tell him to bring the document. Let's see whose father's name is there. That was when my brother knew for the first time that I know everything they thought I don't know. I was more ready for them than they can be ready for me. Do you know what they did? All of them run. They run. So this boy know all these things, he keep quiet. If you see how they command me around, terrorize me. They were the one that made me strong. Harass me in and out, physically and spiritually. I'll just be looking at them. But the day they knew that their life was actually in my hand, and yet I did nothing, they were humbled. And so if my father did not prepare to correct that mistake, they will kill all of us just to take our father's property. Now, I just told you what happened in my family. So when we are talking about protection, those my brothers adopted into my home, if my father did not tell me, they will go and look for support from the community. The community will support them to kill me because the community did not know that they are not my father's children. The community were calling me bad boy. How can you be challenging your senior brothers? The day I told them that these people were adopted, they were shocked because they never knew I knew. We are suffering from some of those things. So when we say go back to your root, when we are talking about this marriage, we are trying to make you sense the danger around you. Because now the rat where they inside house, they tell the one where they outside, they say fishy day for house. A man's enemy will be right inside their own home. There are barely few things we have not experienced in life. We must get ready to make sure that every negative impact of marriage, we will control them. For instance, you go back to Israel. You have Jewish America, Jewish Britain, Jewish India, Jewish Africa, Jewish everywhere. Jewish is Jewish. You think they are just Jewish in everywhere? They have their record. When people like the Rockefeller's family come and begin to talk, they know where they stand. Where other people come out and begin to talk, they all know where the position is. So do not make a mistake about that. We don't hate anybody. We are trying to be careful. We are trying not to let another thing happen to us. Because if waiting kill our papa kill us, now be say we no get sense. But picking will get sense, go make sure say waiting killing papa, no go kill him. The need to re-establish the marriage institution should be very important in Biafra land. But who will do it? Niger Delta Youth President Onyeibe or for anything, Onyeibe, Niger Delta, all of them. What are they doing? It's how to share money. The only thing youth, or if you have youth organization in your village, the only thing is they are waiting for crumb that will come from government. All these things are the things they are supposed to check. In those days, we have what is called age grade. They have power to look into so many matters. There were discipline, there were rules. Because without this rule, we are all savages. Anybody who tell me about law, they don't protect the law. You can come from heaven, you can come from America or hellfire. You don't have sense. Without rules, we are all savages. From America to China to Japan. Everybody is a savage. And I want to believe that in my own definition, civilization is playing by the rule. And I'm yet to see any country in the world who is playing by the rule. So Biafrans, we have a long way to go. Brother talk to brother, sister talk to sister. That is the way forward. It is not tribalism. It is not racism. Because God is involved in all of them. If you call loving your own people more than other is tribalism or racism, and then what are we going to say when God chooses to love the children of Israel above all other? Okay, that one is Godism. When God wake up and choose to favor a particular people, what do you call it? Because everybody got to fulfill and love their own above all other. I respect a Caucasian man who will kill the whole world to protect the Caucasian breed if necessary. I love Chinese man when he will kill everybody to protect the Chinese race if necessary. And I will only love African man who is ready to kill the whole world to protect Africa. That is how it's supposed to be. Then everybody will treat themselves with respect. And I hope you understand what I mean. Biafrans, let us put our house in order. N'ihi na ndị iro ogbe anyị gburugburu, and ndị a ga-eme anyị ife. Ndị a ga-eme anyị ife. So when I talk about marriage, it's not just our ancestors has a way to they arrange everything. You think everybody in Ebonyi State come from the same breed? No. For instance, go to Ebonyi State. You think all of them are from the same breed? You think everybody in Enugu is the same breed? You think everybody in Anambra is the same breed? You think everybody in Abo is the same breed? But they had principle that governs them till they become one. No matter how many years Yoruba try to turn us to Yoruba, from Onitsha Head Bridge down to Ondo boundary, Yoruba say they own. After all, did we not do shake hand across River Niger? That time they were telling you that they are shaking hand across a little bit in River Niger. They are telling you that Onitsha people are not Igbo people. Or don't you know that Onitsha people are Ndiobia? But all of us are the same. Originally, the land belonged to Obosi. Or have you tried to wonder why they say Adi Amama Konecha Gwarobosi or Adi Amama Kobosi Gwaronecha? Anyone you want to choose. Why is it that Onitsha man cannot be the governor of Anambra? You think we don't know all these things? Yoruba have claimed all of us. But even today, many of us don't know. And they come to do shake hand across River Niger, telling you that Onitsha people are Yoruba. If not that our ancestors planned down everything. In fact, some people in Anambra see us as Yoruba. If our ancestors did not plan marriage setting, planned out everything well, today we are all gone. But I think they were ready for what is coming. The question should be, Biafrans, are we ready for what is coming? Are we ready? I'll be back in a minute. Yes, of course, Amandia Nezi. At this moment, our lines are open, and you are free to call in and make your own positive contribution to this effect. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. And a special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Special number for the female is 081-288-58614. And our direct line is 081-221-52971. Our direct line is 081-221-529-171.
We have an announcement to make. 30th of May is very, very critical. We have our 30th of May, we must not forget. We are going to have 3 days of fasting and prayer, starting from the 27th to end midnight of the 29th. Very, very important. We are going to read and pray all the Psalms in the Holy Book, from Psalm number 1 to 150. If you read 10 Psalms, you pray prayer and fasting for 3 days, and then conclude it with a prayer on the midnight of the 29th. And then this year we are going to have a candlelight vigil, a procession in the middle of the night, ushering in the 30th of May. We have sat at home so much that I will also encourage people to sit at home on that very day, please, for us to honor those that fought that we may live.
Caller on the line. Caller on the line. Dele Utufi.
This topic today, not be small, this evening. I say, may God bless you. When the topic, I'm so interested. I'm so happy about this topic that you just made it evening. Hello?
Go ahead, please. The word is listening.
Yes. Because even when even the song that you're playing now, Onyeibe, if you come around to in this particular period now, in our families now, we don't know who is who. We don't know
who is who. That is why when they are talking to me, I'm just looking at all of them. That is why I don't agree. I'm Indigenous. You be talking to Chiku. You be talking to Chikuma. You don't know it's a Fulani man. You be talking to Tamono. You will not know it's a Yoruba man. And they want me to listen to them.
Imagine, because sometimes when you may think you are talking to somebody with your heart is open, but what the person has in his heart and in the reply he will give to you, you will see that the person is not even following you.
I just told you what happened in my own family. The people my father trained, they are waiting for my father to die, so they take over the property. But they don't know I know. But they shoot before the time they were planning. I told them, see, I know. I know say no na hold the document. I just keep on quiet because I think say na go to be true brother. And of course, all of them put together, they know they will not stand me 1 hour. Now they are running, but I'm not pursuing them. The Bible says, if one man run, where no man pursued them. Go ahead.
My brother, that's why even this topic, when you were saying it, I begin to imagine what is going around, what is happening around me. I said, my brother, it's just like God sent him to say this one this evening. I just say God really sent him. This time around, we don't know who we are following, who we avoid. We don't know who we trust. We don't just know who is who. Everybody, we don't know who is who. We don't know who is our blood, who is our enemy. We don't know who is our friend. My brother, God bless you for this topic. Honestly, you really touch, you really just said what is inside me, what is even living inside my mind, what I'm even thinking. You just make me to be a happy woman this night. God bless you. It will be well with you.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
We must
Yes, I'm
continue.
happy. Yes, so
Our people must remain focused. We are fighting a complicated battle. You just have to understand that. And we have to become complicated ourselves, or else great will be our misery. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp?
Mazi Onyeibe, good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Mazi Victor Kenechukwu. I'm calling from Amoabe. Amoabe is in Oka, Anambra, Biafra land. Mazi Onyeibe, you have said it all. Ikusigiwe niile ị na-ekwu. Anyị nwa ndị youth ka ị na-ekwu ebe a. I'm so na onwe okenye ka nwa eziokwu niile anụnwa niile na ana Igbo be anyị. Maka na ihe anyị na-enwezi na ahụ okenye ndị arụrụ a na-aza agba anyị nwa ndị youth ka esi eme ibe na be anyị Biafra land. Onye gwazi ọ na-akọ nke na-akọ enu. But ị na-ekwu ekita aba ncheta ibe my father na-agwa m before nwụọ ya ọ gasị m before nwụọ nwee maa n'eziokwu. And nke na-ewezi m iwe kịta aba ahụ otu asa I insult our leaders like elders in Biafra land. Ihe ahụ mmadụ arụcha ụlọ owelu a mother make cleaner, a father make gate man. But in other countries, those elders be avanoko apako udo yesi wega n'iru. But anyị in Biafra land, anyị na-ejizi maka na ego na-emezi ibe niile when I insult our elders. But here with spiritual effect, anyị na-ata ahụhụ, anyị nwa ndị youth, anyị na-etonitezie the thing they against us. But I want to know if you don't ejide gị ego. So ka ankwuo nke amalụ ayetikwe on correct kwuonye na nke na-ewezi anyị nwa ndị youth iwe kịta ala. Ije in so many offices. You old man, old woman, I will cleaner to a young boy dị ebe 20-something years. So ibe a na-eme na Biafra land ọ dịghịzi anyị obi mma. Ọ dịghịzi ọlịda anyị ka anyị na-echezi ka onye ọ dị. Ibe a na-emezi adịghịzi anyị obi mma. Thank you very much.
Of course, you just raised a new topic for us. Those people now are supposed to call the spiritual gatekeeper of every community. Just like you have said, they have turned them to physical gate man. But not worry, we will look into it. They don't know what they are doing. That is why Jesus said, Father, forgive them because they know not what they do. Go ahead, call on WhatsApp.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead.
This is from Qatar. Yes, I want to make a contribution based on what you just said. I think I want to advise to all Biafrans, all Biafran fathers, parents, let there be a day set aside, even if it's every year or once in a while, whereby the father will call the sons and tell them some certain things that has been happening in the family or that has happened in the family long time ago. That is the history of the family. Let the younger generation be taught, be told the things, the secrets of the family that they ought to know. Just because assuming your father didn't tell you that, by now, what do you think will be happening?
Those people will poison me. They will kill me. They will kill me. My father guided me and make sure I was ready for the future. He was not ready to disown them.
Okay.
But he want them to know their position.
Yes.
They answer my name. They graduate before me. They were all prosperous people when I was a child. If you see what they do to me, but the knowledge of the knowledge of who I am empowered me. But if I come home now, I do all of them also. But it's not because I carry muscle. It is the truth.
You see, that common information that your father gave you strength, gave you insight into the family history. But today, many parents, many fathers grow up, grow old, and die with so many things, so many information. With them, go to the grave. They don't pass the the lineage, the family history onto their children. And when this information is broken, that is where you see some strange things happening in the families. Nobody knows why they are happening. You see strange deaths. You see brother fighting brother. You see people, they don't know, maybe just like you said, there might be some families today who are living together without them knowing that some sons in the family are adopted sons, and they'll be fighting. So I want to encourage all of us in Biafra land. Let the fathers set aside, or from time to time, call the sons who are going to be taken over from them, and be telling them some family history, some hidden things, some things that happened in the old, the family history, so that they will know. We are not a sound educationally that we will say let us be having a written documents of the family history. But where it is applicable, it is encouraged, so that when the new generation come up, they will read that book, they will know the family history. But this time we wave so many things aside, and sometimes our fathers died without telling us anything about the family, and we grow up not knowing anything about the family. So I want to encourage all of us, let there be time set aside whereby the fathers will call their sons and tell them things, tell them secret things, tell them history of the family. This is very important. Thank you so much for the work you are doing.
Thank you, my brother.
Listening. The world is also listening.
We must continue. Thank you. Are you there, caller on the line?
Yeah, hello, Mazi.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yes, my name is Onyeibe. As you know, I'm calling from Mama. Thank you for the good work that you are doing for us. I thank God for our great leader, Mazi. In short, I thank God for everything that is happening in this time around, because the thing that is happening is teaching us to know who we are, as you are telling us. But yes, this is the time, as everybody that are listening to this radio this time around, they're supposed to learn lessons. One, all those on Carlo, thank God for the Carlo that have been speaking on his behalf all this while. Today, I heard that they have released it. And let me tell you that man called all those on Carlo, he will not say that he is in that prison. He's supposed to learn a lesson. But as he has come out now, let him learn a lesson. Let him not pursue this presidency of Indigenous. Go and follow Constitution. Let him fight for the freedom of his people, because it is because of the blessing of God, and because of the fatherless, because of and the family is the father to him. Yes, that is why he stands on his behalf and he lives. Even today, I pray that God will help us, all of us, to see Biafra. You are teaching us a lot. That this is the foundation. You are laying a great foundation to Biafra, so that tomorrow, if Biafra comes, in this thing that you are teaching us, it will not be heavy for us, because we have learned it from you. And we will stand for them. And everybody that stands for this thing that you are teaching us, don't marry, go back to your roots, all of this stuff, we will not take it. You are doing a great job. God bless you, my brother. Thank you for everything. I thank God for every Biafran all over the world. My dear, we have win.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
everybody must heal Biafra. Our people must understand things can go messy. Things can get out of control. Things may get out of hand, because as far as Nigerians continue to walk on this path of evil, the rod and the staff of God in our hand will touch them. And so our people must be ready. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there? Good evening from here.
Hello?
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, Mazi Onyeibe. My name is Chijoke. I'm calling from Paris. Your topic today is exactly what is happening in my family. What you said about the adopting sons. That is exactly what I'm facing in my family now. Because I don't know how to handle it. But now you have given me the knowledge how to handle the issue. It's like this concern about the land issue. My father gave me a land, and the adopted son, they gave him very close to my own portion. Now I'm in Paris. He wanted to build a house. He occupied his own and occupy my own again. So
those are the kind of people that would do everything to make sure you don't come back home. And if you want to die quick, give him money, dash him money. Then you will see what they will do to you. Go ahead, please.
That is Mazi Onyeibe, you have given me a big lesson that I will never forget in my life. Now, this is exactly what I'm going to do to chase him. Because how can somebody, they give you your own portion, you leave your own portion and come into my own portion and build a house? And build a house. People had thought, what he said he's in abroad, he didn't think that he will come back and start build his own. Let somebody that has the money start building. He has 8 children. No, I don't know what to do.
If I'm to advise you, go and salvage the little one you can get. Sell it, buy land another place and leave him.
Okay.
Leave him there. Let the gods of the land judge him. Let the earth upon which he stands judge him. Don't fight him.
Okay.
Let him win you in terms of greed and physically. But I tell you, he will fall. But those kind of people, they will do anything to make sure. Our people, some of them in diaspora cannot come home. Some will come home, become sick. Some will come home. They say, now we they do ourselves. Not be we they do ourselves. Now Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani children, we do our means. Now then they do us. Many of those of you in diaspora are afraid to come home. Because they don't do juju put for you finish. Yet then say we no believe say juju they. But juju they kill us.
Exactly.
If the only reason why you have not died in that man's hand is because you are not dashing them money.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Yes. We must continue.
Okay. Thank you. God bless you, sir.
Our people must our people must understand that there is need for us to protect ourselves. Up and down, front and back, sideways and otherwise. Caller on the line, are you there?
Yeah.
Good evening from here.
Sir. Shalom to you be all over the world. I greet you all. I greet Mazi Nandekano. I greet Uchemefo. There is good work and all the whole thing that is doing for us. Say Biafrans. I recommend what you are saying this night because this Hausa Fulani and Yorubas, they have put us in a painful world and made our world of living a strong one, a disturbing one to our life. So my name is Light Chinedu Asoye from Owaza, the coordinator of Umololo, Owaza. So I recommend your work. I say, may you keep it on and be doing it so that Cook Stadium will bless all of us. In the mighty name of Yehoshua and Mashiach.
We say, thank you very much. We must continue. Call on WhatsApp.
Hello, Mazi Onyeibe. Good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Hello. In fact, Mazi Onyeibe, you have gotten it all. In fact, you are welcome because since all this one not been hearing your voice, number one, you get me sick. In fact, now I can see I've been resurrected through your voice. Mazi Onyeibe, God will bless you. You see the topic you just brought up this evening. Mazi Onyeibe, I must sincerely tell you, in fact, you're God sent. You reason like our leader Mazi. The same thought, the same spirit, in fact, control both of you. In fact, first of all, I greet all the principal officers. It has been long I hear from everyone. But this night, in fact, I'm satisfied. You see, what is happening, my brother? I don't know where I can start. The same thing is happening to our family. They even said because of who he is, I had to keep quiet. They have been pursuing, first of all, they think maybe I will come with a full force, with this and that, with the arms or something. I just keep quiet. My dear, they were waiting for their enemy to attack, but my father called me before he died. He said, on anything I should not fight with these people, that I shall allow them, that only what I need to say is in the morning, I should speak just only one word and allow them continue. I must tell the truth. Maybe they will be hearing what I'm saying right now. They have been seeing their head and head. Nobody's going to juju, nobody's going to anywhere. But because this truth always stand on itself. In fact, the topic this night, not only me, you are giving this food tonight, you are giving all the fellow Biafrans all over the world. I believe by taking in fact, may God bless you and bless you. I don't want to say too much. And also welcome back on board. Thank you, my brother.
As a praying call, you're welcome.
Thank you.
We must continue.
My brother, thank you, sir.
Yes, caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here.
My name is Bijuru Amanya. I'm calling from Aba.
Go ahead.
Mazi Onyeibe, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Mazi Onyeibe, have you seen that Tojo Zakale has arrived?
Of course. Let us hope he's not going to be the next Igbo president that will finish IPOB. So while we are rejoicing, let us sleep with one eye open, because Fulani know how to bamboozle all of us. I lost that caller. We are rejoicing. We thank God our leader gave instruction and they understand the truth. They responded. But let us hope that it's okay. We shall see. We shall see. Caller on the WhatsApp, are you still there? Caller on WhatsApp.
I got them the one of Biafra and Africa worldwide.
Now you are talking. Number one is what I want to hear. Without number one, you are fired.
I got them the one of Biafra land.
That one, self, I don't like it. Put it in keys.
I got them the keys. The buru.
Okay, foreign, go ahead.
Mene take offense. One, this is what I miscut. Okay, for the see one for Mark and take chronic for what's up Poland. Mazi, I appreciate you, my brother. Every other protocol is observed. Mazi, for him, Chuko Kabra will only bless you because what the inspiration, the problem you are solving in this struggle, only Chuko Kabra, man, don't chronic, Quema. I will not that you want to Mazi, we appreciate you, my brother. What you're educating our people, we every day by day. I don't have much to tell other than to tell you, say, to tap your back. What I name, as I said, you see, so you don't kid. Mazi, on that note, let me tell our beloved Imo Light, wherever they are now. Those of them in diaspora, not for those of you in Biafra, because please, if you are from Imo, Oma Imo, Acharu go say everywhere you are, every part of Imo, we want to put transmitter. We want you to be getting Radio Biafra. We are asking for our beloved hard cause, whether you are IPOP or not. We want you to respond to us. And this is a very short term project, say less than 1 month. By grace of God, I am appreciating those of you who are calling me, giving us receipts. And please, I want to inform you, if by adventure I have given you any account before and you've not made your money, please, you call this number. We have to change that account, please. The number to call is +48739 672 638. I repeat, +48739 672 638. Imolite, we have a challenge in him. All of you know we have Amy Adia, and we have a first son that the last one that is the first son. So Bikono, call me. Let us do the needful Cabrekre. Mazi Onyeibe, go on song. We appreciate you, my beloved. Thank you. No.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
We must continue. Our people must understand. For us to be able to overcome this enemy, we must ensure that we are the one in charge of our territory. A lot of things begin at home. The arrangement of the home is what determines success, family. And that is why when IPOB started, they say IPOB, one family. It was not just meant to be a slogan, but rather a way of life. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp?
Well, I am here. My name is Professor, my brother.
Good evening from here.
This name will they give you. Well, my brother, my name is Simon. I am not going anywhere. I'm calling from Almeria, Spain. I just want to say thank you for your topic. As he start that topic, Now be the main program, and now be the main thing. Now be the main thing. The topic today and the advice you are giving. There is somebody that he think that you will tell him to go. No, don't go. Go and kill. Go and do this. But he say, just if he can get anything he can get, leave the rest, leave it for them. Let the land judge. This is kind of advice my granddad gave when he was dying. He said, do not drag anything. Do not drag the land with anybody.
According to our culture, you don't drag your property with anybody. Then you have taken the fight of the gods. You don't do that. You allow them to do it. You will understand that there is 4 elements that govern the universe. If they sit down there, drink water, water go kill them. If they sit down there, eat food, ground go kill them. If wind blow, it go blow sickness for their body. If they use fire cook, it go kill them. That is how it is. Go ahead, please.
You don't know that guy that called you. You don't know what he solved, but he just say, he asked, can I advise you? He said yes. Because he think he would say, no, if not me, I go do this, I go do that. But he told him the truth. The truth is bitter, but it will always come up one day. Well, let me just leave it here. Thank you, my brother. I will bless every one of you to assemble every one of you. But let me say this thing, in case if I don't come up again, is second section. Our leader have given the order, have talked, campaign for Joseph Kalis out. But if he go back to Zoo government, or he think they can breed him to come and give him Igbo presidency, he will fail. This is what they are trying to do, but we must be ahead of them. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much. Everybody must hail Biafra. Yes, Ada on WhatsApp. Are you there?
Mazi, George, Onyeibe.
Good evening.
I'm so happy
here.
to hear your voice once again.
You are welcome to the program.
My names are Ebele Ebo. I'm from Delta State, Okwani, to be precise. I'm calling from Canada. Aje Ngunemaro. Ndo di femenini. Ndo o. It's so well.
Thank you.
Ndo. Yeah, good to hear from you again. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you for your analysis this afternoon or this evening. I say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, good night to Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world. I say Mexico Kikabiama, continue to bless each and every one of you. I want to appreciate our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nandi Okukano, the King of Afaribeku Kingdom, the one that has come to deliver us from the clutches of our enemies. Because if not for his arrival, by now I don't know where we would have been. I want to also appreciate our Deputy Mazi Uche Okafor, Melfor. I say God continue to bless you all. Chukwu Kikabiama shall keep and strengthen you all in the name of Chukwu Kikabiama. Mazi George Onyeibe, this topic you raised, this thing you talked about this evening, like the one that happened to you in your house, what your father told you about your maybe half brothers, or I don't know how to call them. It also happened to my father. My grandfather, married his wife, and she had a son before my grandfather married her, and the son became the first son of the family. So when my father grew up, my grandfather had about 7 other sons. So, but when my father, grew up, my father told him same thing about, the man, the first son, the first son in the family, which is not really the first son because the wife brought the first son, to come and marry my grandfather. So when my grandfather died, this man carried on. He was sharing, lands and everything. He does not, remember that my father was actually the first son of the family. But maybe because he thought my grandfather never carried, the other sons along. He never told the other sons what, really happened. So when that happened, my father's brother was sharing land and everything, excluding my father and every other person, every other son, because there were about 7 brothers in the family. So they got to the point that when my grandfather died, the first son of the family is supposed to kill, they call it Efi. We call it Efi in my place. They are supposed to kill Efi, during my grandfather's burial. And the first son of the family was actually the one that is supposed to do that thing, not the adopted son. But the adopted son, for the fact that he thought that my father didn't know that, my grandfather told him that he is really the first son of the family, that the other one was adopted. So he came, to the gathering, because they do it, when people gather for the burial ceremony, or because my father was very old, he was like about 120 years old. So when they want to bury him, they will kill Efi. And when they bought that Efi, my father bought that Efi, and he is supposed to kill it. But my father's brother said, that he will be the one to do it. My father, didn't allow him to do that, because he's supposed to do it, being the first son of the family. So my father had to take the cutlass that they will use to kill this Efi. He just, put him aside. That when I kill it, you can go ahead and bear the title as Ogbu Efi and all that. But I am the first one. For the fact that you don't want to respect yourself, where I don't want to come out here and be washing dirty linens in the public, but for the fact that you don't want to respect yourself and give honor to whom it is due, I am the first son of the family, and I'm entitled to do this, to perform this ritual for my father. So I have to do it, but you can go ahead and bear the title. So my father killed the Efi and told the half brother that he can carry on and bear the title. When my father died, this man carried on. My brothers, my half brothers and all that, because my father married like 2 wives. They don't give lands to them. He will share lands. He started selling, to the point that my father's children had to summon him to a village square, to a village meeting, and they have to call him to order there. They told him straight to his face that he's not the first son of this family. Your brother died, and the children, you don't even want to give lands to them and all that. So that was where they called him to order, and up till now, he does not behave in that manner anymore. That is all I have to contribute this thing. I think this thing is just almost everywhere. You don't know.
It's almost everywhere. Now, the problem now, or how we affect the freedom we are fighting for, is that these people are the one who bring Fulani to come and kill us. They are the one who show Yoruba how to get us, so that they get rid of us and have access to our property. Yoruba will not drag. That is their inheritance.
Yes.
And if we fail to notice that they are among us, we are in for a deep mess. We are not ready for.
Very, very big and deep one, because they are just everywhere. Because when you talk to some people, the way they respond to you, the way they will answer you on this Biafra issue, you'll be wondering, is this man really an Igbo man, or there is?
They are not. So they are not. They know who they are, and they know who you are. It's you who have failed to recognize them.
To recognize them. So the sooner we wake up to recognize these people, and treat them the way they are supposed to be treated, know them for who they are, we are in a very big and, one almighty mess.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, my brother. Thank you. Yes. Bye. Oh, hey, Biafra. Bye-bye.
Oh, hey, Biafra. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Good evening, Mazi.
Good evening from Putum Kizizi.
Agwatoro m nke izizi n'ala Biafra. Daalụ Mazi. Oh my God. I'm so happy to hear your voice, Mazi. Sorry I came late. I want to thank all of you in Radio Biafra for the good works you are doing. I also want to thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kalu. Keep him safe. Mazi, I want to thank Uncle Ekeronreke. He spoke about transmitter. I just want to thank him. We really need it here. I came late on your program. I don't know the topic, but all your programs are very, very educative. Kudos to you. There's another information I want to, pass on. Today, I got an information today about this Alama Jews. And it's easy 2 a.m. in the night to go nowhere. I don't know what is going on. So about some days now, I'll be seeing them around our villages. And those are women. They say they are selling rubbish. I don't know what they're selling. They are in everywhere. This is a planned game. They are everywhere in our villages. They know all the routes. I don't understand what is going on. So people must be at alert. Imo State people, please, you people should be at alert. Anywhere you are listening to, be at alert. In our state, they want to come and contaminate us with their coronavirus, but Chukwu Okikabia will not allow them to prevail. Thank you so much, Mazi. Continue with your broadcast. Chukwu Okikabia bless you all.
Thank you very much for everything they are doing. Honestly, at the right time, we will respond to them. Biafrans across the globe must understand the need for us to stand put. In the end, they will fall away. Are you there, caller on the line? Caller on the line, are you there? Caller on the line. And of course, that is Zoo Epileptic Network. But what can we do other than to continue? Caller on the line, are you there? I think maybe challenge with this line. I can just pick the call. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp.
Hello. Onyeibe. Good evening.
Go ahead, please.
My name is Mazi. Mazi is from Amandoba, Dreze, Isu, LDA, Imo State. I thank you. I have heard your topic this night. Mazi Onyeibe, you are trying. Chukwu Okikabia grant you all your heart desire. In the name of Chukwu Okikabia. So, but there's something that I want to say about Ojus Okalo. Because I personally was in Umahia the day what happened take place in Afaruku, in the house of our leader. I saw what happened, how our people was killed, how our people was burned, but the people was tied with the Biafran flag and pour acid after shooting them to death. I saw all these things. All these things are the result and the handwork of Ojus Okalo. Let us check it the other way around. If at all our director was killed that day, the hope of all the poor people here, the hope of I personally, my hope will be shattered. Because immediately our director is killed, the next thing I drank poison and die, or I leave this Nigeria. Because Ojus Okalo did not succeed. Now, Nigeria have showed him the other side of them. The other side. They have seen it. Now he's coming here now to beg or to ask IPOB to forgive him. What of if IPOB forgive him? What of those 28 people that died? What of the people that army people packed in box and took them to forest and set them ablaze? What are the people that is buried alive? What are those people that is poured acid? Those are the handwork of Ojus Okalo. Even if Biafra forgive him, my director can forgive. But I, myself, Nwabu Zakota, will never forgive Ojus Okalo until death. I will never forgive him. He must pay dearly for what he has done. Because they cannot kill me and ask me to forgive you. What of if director was killed? What will be the fate of Biafra today? All of us will be just celebrated because it will be a very great opportunity for the Nigeria police army to be start picking IPOB wherever they are, one after another. Because of he do not succeed. That is why he's bleeding now, after taking the whole money. Ojus Okalo messed Abia State up. Whatever we are suffering today in Abia State was the handtaking of Ojus Okalo. Nowhere, you cannot see any place you relax in Abia State. It's because of Ojus Okalo. After he went to Hausa Fulani and collect money from them to make sure he buried us alive. But it did not work. They have shown him the other red side. Let Ojus Okalo go and suffer. Ojus Okalo is there to forget. The wife of Ojus Okalo, when Ojus Okalo was campaigning in Abia State, I shared Ojus Okalo and the wife. But immediately Otis Okalo become the governor of Abia State, the wife become a abnormal human being. Today, the mother of Otis Okalo become the first lady, become everything. So evil that men do must live with them, not after them. Otis Okalo must face what he has done. Let the spirit of those Otis Okalo have caused death. Let the spirit of those that have died on this struggle, let them locate Otis Okalo and his family wherever they are in the name of Chukwu Okike. He said, that is my prayer. Mazi, I'll stop here.
See, thank you very much. We must continue. And now this is where we draw the curtain for this segment. And then we will be back in less than no time. The essence of this topic is simple. Our people must be vigilant. Our enemies are all around us. And if we fail to acknowledge any of them, I tell you, we have an issue. I'll take one call more and then end this segment. Caller on WhatsApp.
Good evening, George Onyeibe.
Good evening.
I go from the one of Kids, Biafra land.
Go ahead, please.
I'm so happy to get your line. My name's Ichiem Kokwa. George Onyeibe, you see, anytime you come on air, you have a great wisdom. Chukwu Kabiyama have imparted you a great wisdom to share with your people. Thank you for coming on air every day. Thank you. You have made my day.
My brother, it is a privilege, I must tell you.
Thank you so much. You see, the issue of this sabotage. Sometimes when our leaders started this preaching, that earlier, that 2013, 2014, the statement he made that I said, yes, today, this sabotage in Igbo land or Biafra land will go. He said, the band of Osu. Because my own knowledge of my own little thinking of understanding, I thought that it's a unity of the Easterners, the Easterners, also the Biafran people. It's this cascading our fellow human beings, telling them they are also, they will do everything together. Maybe in terms of marriage, we will not say we're not going to marry them. I came to understand within my time, I said maybe all these our ladies into hotel, prostitution, maybe these people are that people who put their own fellow Igbo brothers or their own fellow Biafran brothers or sisters don't marry them. So in the issue of cascading this also, abolish it. This is going to stop this what they call it, sabotage. Not knowing that another sabotage from this one you have taught me now, and which is something that is hurting my family today. I came from a polygamous home. My own grandfather married third wife. The first wife, when he gave birth to a baby boy, the baby boy will die. When he gave birth to up to 5 baby boy, the baby boy died. But when he gave birth to a baby girl, the baby girl will live. So as my own of my grandfather, then he have to go back to his roots and ask why. And the people now from what I heard, they say that first wife he get married to, that land, that family, they don't want to use that the first wife son to do the owner of the land, the owner of the person who's going to live in that land after he's not there, because the name of that family will be brought to more. I'm just giving you a parable adage, because he made a mistake of marrying that wife without pressing the background of that first wife to the grassroots. Then my father has to go and marry, my grandfather has to go and marry second wife after realizing his first mistake. So it's not up to 6 months. And he gave birth to my grandfather married a second wife. That second wife happened to be my own grandmother. The person who gave birth to my own father. So after 6 months, he married the second wife, which is the wife he married, my grandmother. My father, that the first wife, second wife get pregnant. And he gave back to my father. It happened to be the first son of the family. Then not up to a year, that first wife now get pregnant again and give birth to a baby boy, and that baby boy begins to live. My dear brother, my dear uncle, she started time as a father in the family. The first wife again now went out and go and bring his own sister again, that of the same father, not the same mother. And place upon to my grandfather that she must make her a second wife, third wife. So the man with intimidation, uncle, their fire, their war, just like ants, all these black soldier ants. So they have to persuade the man that he wants to take that second, third wife. That's the sister to the first wife. He must take her as a third wife. So every day, every night, every day, they say, Onyeibe, the first person has become the last, the second person. The land will not accept. The first person has become the last person. The first person has now been the first woman in the family, now become the second woman in the family. God will not. So they have to chase my father out of that family. My father had to run away and went to his maternal home. That's where he grew up. So what my grandfather did now, in order to bring her home, I think tell her that this place, he doesn't have to leave his home, that this family belongs to him, that he is the owner of this family. My grandfather have to marry to my own father, maybe at the age of 16 or 17 years, and I give her a hero welcome and hand over my mother to him. After the death of my grandfather, my uncle were in the war in that family. Every land, because of the whole land of that man, the man, all those old big man, they only have a lot of lands or badge where they put their after whatever harvest, they have a place they have to settle their yam, So that's why, and just like that. So most of the whole land that man has, that my grandfather has, is being handed over to his first wife. And the man, they do not give that man opportunity to share most of his wealth, his land. Even to this time, the family house of my own grandfather, which belongs to my own father, as a inheritance from his father. These people, they're always in war. They want to take that father, they want to take over that family house. My dear brother, we are in a war. And let God make it's only Biafra can bring peace. Because when there's Biafra, there will be a custom.
All those things will be reviewed. We will have respect for our culture and tradition. Thank you very much.
Just like what you are saying. Yorubas Muslims and Yorubas Christians they don't fight.
They are the only people in the world where you see a Muslim and Christian living together, including Babalawo. They don't fight. They don't fight.
Now, okay, what of the Showore was asking for revolution or revolution. This is not the time for revolution. What is the Showore doing now?
Thank you very much. My time is up on this segment.
Revolution. Why? Showore, is it not the time for revolution? Showore, what are you waiting for? Onyeibe, thank you. God bless you.
God bless you.
I'm so privileged to talk to you.
My brother, thank you.
May you God bless you and guide you.
You see, it's not about anybody, it is all about us. I will be signing off from this segment temporarily, believe me. In few minutes, I'll be back again. Thank you for your positive contribution, those of you called in. Apology to those of you I cannot pick your call now, but I'll still be back. An IPOB family member across the globe, of course, we must remain strong and we must stand put. Of course, because of this lockdown, I have not been directing you on how to join the nearest family because it does not make any sense anyway. So those of you who are still sending me your details to join with the family, please just exercise a little patience. When this COVID-19 issue, the lockdown issue is settled, we will start from where we stop. Of course, it is Biafra all the way. Good night temporarily, and God be with you.
The history of a people, I repeat, is like the stream of life from which the character form and structure of the identity, their backwardness and progress are drawn. It affords a people the platform on which to predict their future. Though, just as every stream has a source, so every group of people has a beginning.
I had a voice on the Radio Biafra. London is the mouthpiece of the Biafrans. Nandekano is his name. He made a vow to fight the end till our nation Biafra is restored. We love him, he's our mentor. Biafra is for real. Yeah. We will keep on fighting till the end.
Anything you hear on Radio Biafra is the gospel truth.
I had a voice right in the air, sounding like a thunder, calling for my freedom. Yeah, now I conquer. I had a voice right in the air, telling me to listen. Biafra freedom is near. It's telling me Biafra is my name. Biafra is my home. Biafra is my home, my home. It's telling me Biafra is my name. Biafra is my name. Biafra is my home, my home, my home. For many years after the war, yeah, we be praying to Kike to give us a good leader in Biafra land to replace Ojukwu. Until I wake up one day, one morning, I tune to my radio 102.1 FM, Radio Biafra. All I had is love.
The people cannot predict their future if they do not know their past.
Yeah. Nandekano's voice, I had a voice like it, yeah. Sounding like a thunder, calling for my freedom, yeah. Now I conquer. I had a voice right in the air, telling me to listen. Biafra freedom is near. It's telling me Biafra is my name. Biafra is my home. Biafra is my home, my home. It's telling me Biafra is my name. Biafra is my name. Biafra is my home, my home, my home. I had a voice right in there, sounding like a thunder, calling for my freedom. Yeah, now I conquer. I had a voice right in there, telling me to listen. Biafra freedom is near. It's telling me, Biafra is my name. Biafra is my home. Biafra is my name, my home. It's telling me, Biafra is my name. Biafra is my name. Biafra is my home, my home. It's telling me, Biafra is my name. Biafra is my home. Biafra is my name, my home. It's telling me, Biafra is my name. Biafra is my name. Biafra is my home, my home, my home.
My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra all over this very planet Earth. For the rest of my life, be a loyal and dedicated servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. We will serve you. We will not let you down. We are not going to retreat 1 inch. We will not surrender. Biafra will come.
He say, Biafra we come. Biafra we come. We want the microphone. Sakaman Kurubito, yeah. is already here. Not yet may we remember the price of a great hero. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Inside the wilderness, never allow yourselves to be used to destroy the innocent souls. God has put in your hands to save. Inside the wilderness, never allow yourselves to be used to destroy the innocent souls. God has told you to save. When it gets tough to end this, neither of our heroes will not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. But yet may we remember the price of a great hero. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Be courageous. Remain resolute. Be your brother's keeper. Darkest hour of the night. Bring forth new day. New grace and favor. New peace. Especially hope. More closer to our land of freedom. When it gets tough to end this, neither of our heroes will not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Not yet may we remember the price of a great hero. Our heroines, other commercial activities. In period of reception, when it gets tough to end this, neither of our heroes will not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. When it gets tough to end this, neither of our heroes will not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Not yet may we remember the price of a great hero. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. This only probity, one love. All hail Biafra.
White to the white, to the white.
The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to.
This is
Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra. White to the white, to the white.
The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to.
This is
Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
We have an announcement to make. 30th of May is very, very critical. We have our 30th of May, we must not forget. We are going to have 3 days of fasting and prayer, starting from the 27th to end midnight of the 29th. Very, very important. We are going to read and pray all the Psalms in the Holy Book, from Psalm number 1 to 150. If you read 10 Psalms, you pray prayer and fasting for 3 days, and then conclude it with a prayer on the midnight of the 29th. And then this year we are going to have a candlelight vigil, a procession in the middle of the night. Ushering in the 30th of May. We have sat at home so much that I will also encourage people to sit at home on that very day, please, for us to honor those that fought that we may live.
station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to.
This is
Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
All hail Biafrans, the land of rising sun. This is our own
Yes, sir, once again, fellow Biafrans, wonderful men and women, conscious people across the globe, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra. Radio Biafra Extra is streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uche Ukafo Mefo. Mazi Uche Ukafo Mefo is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State. And Anambra State is Biafra land. He is the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. He is standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, His Royal Highness Mazi Nnamdi Ukukano, the king of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. Abia State is Biafra land. For almost 60 years now, nobody has been able to stand up to speak for the collective interests of the Biafran people. From Egala to Idoma to Iyala to Bubura to Tinapa, all the way to Andoni, Upobo, Ugoni, to Iguacha, Kalabare, Okereka, to Mbiama, Patani, Utueke, down to Urubu, Shekiri, Uli, Abraka, Abavo, all the way to Okwane, Urugodo, Ndokwa Osimili, Anyocha, down to Anambra, Ikusiko Mbose, Iheala, Oka, to Enugu Nsoka, down to Ebonyi, Nza, Abakeleke. You return back to Cross River State. Are we talking about Mbitorum, Banon, Bisi, Amando, Bankwiri, Olo? All the way to Okigwe, down to Ototo, Ihechi Owa, all the Biafra land, one and only man command the loyalty. And by the special grace of God, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remained the director of Radio Biafra and Biafra Television. And of course, by the grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, I remain George Onyeibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. And Delta State is Biafra land. And of course, men and women made it possible that I am here on air. Understand that serving IPOB in this capacity is a privilege. No matter how it is, if you are called to serve Biafra, I tell you, I don't know what to say. But of course, it will not be possible except there are men and women who are standing out there. They are the one who made available the resources that we run here on Radio Biafra. And I say all of them, thank you. Say, don't thank me, I'm thanking you. Thank you. Of course, I will not proceed until I acknowledge the Creator. Chukwu Kikabiama, the one who sits in heaven and presides over the affair of man. The one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. Because he's the reason why the enemy has not consumed us. This is May, 30th of May. We will remember our fallen heroes and heroines. People have been dying from time immemorial to make sure the name of Biafra is not obliterated from the face of the planet Earth. That is why we are still here today. Somebody made it possible. And tonight I acknowledge him. Jehovah, ebudiki naya, nebudi mpanume, idebube, ahage, nekebu simiri, nachopwa jomo, oneme ka mgbidida o, aha Chineke, Chineke, ebudiki naya, nebudi mkpanume idi ebube ewo aha gị na-ekebu osimiri na-achụpụ ajọ mmụọ ọ na-eme ka mgbidi daa o anyị na-aja gị mma o maka n'eziokwu na ịbụ sọ mma ịhụnanya anyị na gị obiọma gị o juru anya dadio inwe gị mgbanwe o ọ dịghị onye dịka gị ịbụ Alfa na Omega Anyị niile na-asị na n'ede mau ise. And of course, without wasting much of our time, we go to our topic this evening on this segment, which is simply titled, How Does Nigeria Affect Your Brain? How does Nigeria affect your brain? Nigerians sure do have influence on our brain. It affects our brain. Nigeria does. And as you are listening to me now, every prisoner trapped in the zoo called Nigeria, I want you to sit back and re-examine yourself. How does this zoo affect your brain? You are supposed to see intellectual men, sincere intellectual men and women. All you see is intellectual wicked people everywhere. Intellectually dishonest individual everywhere. Honorable men that are not honorable. Hello chamber where evil laws are made. A country being ruled by dead man. Where criminals are referenced and worshipped. And sincere genuine men are called by evil name. How is Nigeria affecting your brain? It does not affect us in the same magnitude or at the same level. We are not exposed to that corruption at the same level. You be the judge of yourself. But you are talking to in Nigeria. Some agree that they are Nigeria. Watch all of them. They are criminals. I say this time without number. You are from Ghana, South Africa, African country. You are from Europe, Asia, Indonesia, Malaysia, India, America, Europe, anywhere in the world. You meet somebody who say, I'm in Nigeria. Ask that person again, do you mean you are from Nigeria? If they don't deny Nigeria on time after 3 times, no, they are criminal. Arrest them. Send them to China. Because China wants people to reduce population. Send them to Bigate. Because true Nigerians are true criminal. True Nigerians are true armed robber. True Nigerians are true evil men and women. Nobody can agree that it's a Nigeria except that person is evil. Nigerians are evil. But it did not affect our brain in the same level. Tonight, you Nigeria, how has Nigeria affected your brain? Is it positive? Or negatively? How has Nigeria affected your brain? Series of events that occurred in Nigeria. And the response of Nigerians towards each of these events is mind-boggling. Because the level of stupidity is unimaginably amazing. A lot of things happen in Nigeria. A lot of things happen in Nigeria. And it affects people in different ways. But the way we respond to this issue, it's unbelievable. That is why I simply ask a question. You as a Nigeria, very proud Nigeria, how is it affecting your head? You see a Nigerian person that will say, oh, I am Oduduwa. Please respect them. Allow them to do what they want to do. Because that is who they are. And we know them for who they are. And another person say, oh, I'm a Janjaweed, Fulani, terrorist, Boko Haram. Please respect them. That is who they are. They are not tenant. Okay, they are called Arewa. And then you go to the other side, you see another one. He say, oh, I'm a Biafran. Please, they need your help. They are the most endangered species of Homo sapien here on earth. Very hard-working people, I must tell you. Though there is no evidence to show. Because in our land, there is no road, no airport, no seaport, no electricity. But if they say they are Nigeria, you need to run from them. They are worse than coronavirus. But of course, I do not expect you to understand, since you have not been in Nigeria. As I'm talking now, some Nigerians in the United Nations floor, some Nigerians in the White House, some Nigerians in different areas of, they will be getting angry. Oh, this man is insulting us. Oh, this man, we don't like what he's saying. You are idiot. Because you've not been here. Your children has not been here. You have not been here. You don't know what is happening. If we come here and we tell you Nigeria is safe, accept it because you've not been here. I want us tonight to draw very close and clear example of the events that has happened in Nigeria currently for as far as we can remember to this very moment. For over a year, our leader have been emphasizing on the man in Aso Rock. For over a year, our leader have been telling you Buhari is dead. From prison, he started telling you Buhari is dead. The day he came out, he told you Buhari is dead. And he has been doing that to this very moment. Nigeria have been running helter-skelter. And gradually they are exposing themselves. Our leader keep telling you, that thing is not live broadcast. It is audited audio. That thing is not Buhari. Even the Jubri self have up to 20 version. Chinese version, Japan version, American version, Britain version. I think the Chinese version is the one in Aso Rock. But I want to ask you, Nigeria, until, is it Femi they call him, Adeshina, agreed for once and say, yes, we edited his neck. We adjusted the video. Everybody does it. Everybody does it. That is to justify their criminality. Everybody does it. Are they editing video for Donald Trump? But of course, there is no place to hide again. That is why the sole purpose to expose Aso Rock is in the hand of our leader. He will deal with all of you until you are nowhere. Facebook, all of you can gather. You don't say, I don't send you message again. Anything you like, you do. But Nigerians must hear this gospel. The world must hear this gospel. But I ask you a simple question. How do you feel when a dead man is ruling you? How do you feel when they hire a small boy from Sudan to be ruling you? The Buhari I know is a sadist. The Buhari I know does not have the capacity to love anything from Igbo man. The Buhari I know will not eat Nkwobi. You know when our leader said, go and look at the boy in Aso Rock, he's eating Nkwobi. I was wondering, what is Buhari doing with toothpick? I know, you cannot use toothpick except you have eaten Nkwobi. Hausa don't eat the meat they said to you. They don't eat suya. So what must Buhari eating to be carrying toothpick? You that is in Nigeria, how has Nigeria affected you? I want us to examine certain things. And so when we look at the issue on ground, some people are trying to bring solution and suggestion. Don't you know the damage that Nigeria have done to our brain is different? The damage in our brain is of different capacity. You don't judge all of us with the same standard. But tonight, let us judge ourselves so that no man will judge us. So if you are listening to me as a Nigerian and you still believe the man in Aso Rock is Buhari, how much damage has they done to your brain? We are not surprised about situation on ground. That is why we are inching closer. As we inch closer to the 30th of May, it is very important that we begin to reconsider some of these things that will enable you understand the damage, the level of damage that have been done to your brain. Since the regime, the beginning of the regime into office of this current administration, Buhari was rigged into office by former President of America, Barack Obama. A lot of abnormal occurrences have been taking place without the people responding. Buhari was rigged into office by America. Barack Obama, former President of America, chased Goodluck out of office. When our leader was saying it that time, I say, hey, now wow, America will bomb us. So, hey, now wow, all this, well, our leader is. But the truth remains the truth. And then we learn so much from him. People will not understand that American president is the one who caused the problem in Nigeria. Americans are responsible for the crisis going on in Nigeria. And we give it to Barack Obama. Very wonderful president. The one who trained Boko Haram in Nigeria. The one who is training Fulani herdsmen, Miatiala, putting dead man. It is all the handwork of American president, former Barack Obama. But all of you will come down in shame. From that time till today, a lot of unusual things have been happening in our land. Unusual occurrences. A lot of things has been taking place. And the people do not respond. That is why I ask you, what is the level of damage done to your brain? Now, let us reevaluate them. They have prepared series of lies against animal in Nigeria without actually responding at the end of the day. The government of Nigeria have prepared series of lies against animal. And the people of Nigeria do not respond. That is why when I see people in IPOB, I love them and I respect them. Why did I say so? I want you to understand why I ask you, what is the level of damage done to your brain as in Nigeria? From Yoruba to Hausa Fulani, to everybody clinging to one Nigeria. We wake up one day. They say, oh, Buhari cannot enter his office because reading has eaten this furniture. The question is Buhari office a bacha? Is it a bacha? And I listen to Nigerians. They come already and say, let them repair it. It's okay. But it's a rat that chop Buhari office according to them. They lied against the rat. Even the poorest country in Africa. Rat, you can't see any rat in the president office. Is Buhari that dirty? Is the people in Aso Rock that dirty? But if you ever believe that the reading destroyed the office of the president, that is why it took so much time before they could open it. Now they can't open it. Chinese are trying to open it again. And they are working hard on it. Some group are poisoning, some group are trying to open the office. How do you feel? They moved ahead. WAEC office came. Oh, snake fall from the ceiling of our WAEC office and swallow billions of naira. You that is in Nigeria, and some fellow Nigerian come and tell you on the radio, national television, and say, we want to tell you that in the WAEC office, about $600 billion was swallowed by snake. The snake was reportedly falling down from the ceiling. And when the snake fell down, it landed on the table of the managing director of WAEC. And seeing no reading or rat to swallow, the snake had to swallow the money. The DSS and ICPC and EFCC are actually working hard to apprehend the snake. People will think this is a funny thing. And Nigerians, they start rejoicing, hey, thank God, oh, they arrested the snake. Oh God, glory be to God. Glory be to God. But who are the media saying this nonsense? If I say it's Yoruba, and I always say, no, leave Yoruba. Who told you that snakes swallow money? Are you people normal? And I saw the native, what is the level of damage they did to your brain? I didn't say that. Nigerians said so. And then when we are telling you, you are not normal, they say, oh, he's insulting people. Somebody who thinks it's normal. Imagine Donald Trump now coming to tell America, oh, my fellow wonderful American citizen, as I'm speaking to you now, my cashier office, one snake entered there, and the snake swallowed money. I tell you, the nearest person close to Donald Trump will make sure he go for psychiatric test. You can't even say that. But Nigerians are happy. Hey, thank God, oh, EFCC and DSS, so they are investigating the snake. Where is the snake in the area? That is why when people are talking, I'll be looking at them. What I'm looking at is to see the level of damage that have been done to your brain. It's not easy to be in Nigeria, I must tell you that. They move from that. Chimpanzees swallow money. Rats swallow money. Monkeys swallow money. All of you are stomaching it. And then they move to the next stage. Are you normal? And they bring intellectuals, so academians to come and defend it. And then all of a sudden, animal stealing money work for them. Then Nigerian army become original animal. And then they wake up in the morning, they went to Niger Delta, as they call it. Operation Ego Eye. Operation Crocodile Tears. Operation Crocodile Smile. If chimpanzee can swallow money, why won't crocodile smile and laugh and cry? Why won't ego be peeping you? Show of animal. Operation Python dance. Only in Biafra land. You as a brutal that you are, as hopeless as you are, anytime you are naming a military exercise in the name of animal, and they call you animal, why are you running from it? And everybody who supports it. And we will tell you this is animal kingdom, this is zoo. They say, those of you in Nigeria, go and ask Gogo. Gogo in Nigeria, which country is zoo? Gogo is not answering again. No? Today I wanted to do my own recording. I asked Gogo, who called Nigeria zoo? Gogo write it, but he refused to speak again. Because Nigeria have bribed them not to mention it again. Except your own Google account is not affiliated to the one they allocate to Nigeria. They will write it for you, but they won't talk again. But at the same time, ask Google, what is zoo? They will define zoo for you. But ask the Google, which country is called zoo? He will tell you Nigeria is called zoo. He won't, no more audio for that one again. This is how hopeless Nigerians are. Only God knows how much billion they have given to Google. But of course, your disgrace will know no bound. I want you to calculate them. You are a brutal, you are in charge of army, you are Magu, you are a military man, you are holding AK-47, and you choose to be answering animal name. Everywhere in Biafra land, you see Nigerian army, Operation Python dance, Operation Egweke. It was fun to them. And you want us to see you as human being. You are idiot, you don't have sense. And then some of our people say it's good. Let crocodile come and dance. Let them laugh in our land. No problem. Snake can dance. Very soon, here. If you have been supporting all this nonsense, all these activities of Nigerian government on the people, I want you to use your hand. Just check what is the level of damage done to your brain. We wake up one day, the coronavirus issue. Nigerian came and they lied to you, and you believe it. Why would they not lock you down? One morning we begin to hear who said it, who started it. Yes, one Italian man, he don't have name, but we managed to know he's from Italy, because Italy people, they are red in color, they are reddy skinned. How do they call itself? And as the man entered from Italy, we now use a barometer to monitor him. We now see the signal of coronavirus. We now arrested him, quarantine him in Ondo State, and now we now begin to trace the other people who entered the plane with him. We apprehended one in Oshodioke, the other one in Oju Elegba, and the other one in Aburi Owori U-turn in Oshi. Nigeria cannot control traffic lights. 60 years of independence, traffic lights. Nigeria cannot control it. Even in Abuja, stand by any traffic light for 3 hours. He will jam all of you together. The one that may function well, there is no light. And then they say Nigeria, all of a sudden, they cannot track a man in the... They don't know how corona work. They don't know how it looks like. But they were able to detect Italian man. If Italian were to be a noble country, that I see them to be, they're supposed to sue Nigeria. Because this is a deformation of character, or is it assassination of character? But you believe it. They don't have testing machine. They don't have hospital. They don't have ordinary syringe. The supposedly biggest clinic or hospital in Nigeria is supposed to be in Aso Rock. They don't even have tissue paper there. And all of a sudden, one Yoruba man now see Italian man. And you believe. What is the level of damage they've done to you? And then they start quarantining invisible people. I want you to be sincere. Manosa Hausa now that Fulani are poisoning Hausa Alamajiri. Have you seen anybody who died of coronavirus? They only die in the TV and in the radio. They caught a woman in Enugu, locked the woman inside poultry farm. A woman that is not very healthy. Lock her in a poultry farm and start raising false alarm. Oh, the first quarantine in Enugu. The woman daughter came forward and said, my mother was sick. She didn't have coronavirus. They locked her up in a poultry. He felt a word or no. But I'm talking to you that is doing it and you that they are doing it too. What is the level of the damage in your brain? Today now, somebody promised them, if you lock down your state, we pay you money. Every governor that is locking down their state, they know what they are doing. Wike have put you under compulsory lockdown. They have videoed Port Harcourt. They have sent it to Bigate. And they will collect their own money. Okowa, my governor, will soon start his own. Maybe from Monday, he will put Abo people here in Orogodo, he will put out on total lockdown. And then he will video Abo and give to Bigate and other China people who want to take over our life. And then they say, oh, we are monitoring coronavirus. We have to coronarize everywhere. Let us what is the level of damage you have done to us? Can you have cure for a sickness you don't know anything about? What is the level of damage done to our brain? The people who produce this, Chinese people who produce this disease don't have medicine. The Nigerian man who don't even know how the disease functions, they are having a tradomedical solution already. Who damage our brain? The reason I'm asking all these things is that all of us are alive. We still can reason well, healthy and fine. And look at what they are taking us through. Let me tell you, if people do not put on their thinking cap, resurrect their thinking ability, our life will never remain the same again. They have shut the church out of the business. So the church cannot be able to waken the people up. Now they will take your very life from you and you will start all over. No, don't look at them shutting you down. There is thing of joy. I know somebody that is almost going blind, but he cannot go for checkup any longer because everywhere is shut down. And when you ask intellectual people, say, no, it's better, let the corona no come in, let the virus no come in. You cannot believe the man in Aso Rock is dead, Buhari is dead, and another imposter there. Cameroon president now, they said Biya is dead by coronavirus wherever he went to give account. They are holding his dead body. Maybe they want to manufacture another Biya. An idiot in Cameroon are there. It's our governor. Look at your governor. Almost 370 years old. He's your president. And every idiot killing for that old cargo. How do you feel? But of course, let me leave all of you and face the people in Nigeria for now. If we have come here and we tell you, this issue of coronavirus, you don't have a testing center. How are you discovering them? How are you discovering them? No testing center. No ventilation. You don't have anything. In Kano now, Fulani are busy poisoning Hausa, killing Hausa people. Hausa don't have sense. They are doing, we are not Tana. Fulani is busy poisoning all of you, burying you in mass, minority. You think you are not Tana. Killing TV, killing Biron. Fulani are killing all of you in the name of coronavirus. And you are watching them. What is the level of damage done to our brain that nobody can be able to come out and question Nigeria? When this coronavirus issue started, if you see pictures coming from China, I thought if we enter Africa, we are gone. But now they know that they do not control life. We are the darkness that mass amongst the light. We are survivor. We will still survive, all of you. In here, Chukude, Udegwala. Everywhere they are quarantining people, they are incriminating people, they are killing people, they are excommunicating people. Different grammar. All of a sudden, he went to Italy. The ones in China are dying by like electric shock. The ones in Italy are dying slow motion. I've not seen picture of somebody dying of Toyota virus from America. Then the ones in Nigeria, they are dying like somebody, they hit his brain out of his head. So do you think it's still the same coronavirus? So the one they manufacture in China cannot kill black man. So China now have to come with the help of Bill Gates to Africa to manufacture, test specimen and know the one that will affect you as Africa. And when we say don't take anything from there, some people are saying they are biased. Why wouldn't I be biased? And I don't pretend to. I am biased. Biased against every enemy of Biafra. I am biased. The coronavirus manufactured in China cannot kill a black man. China and Bill Gates now are all over Africa trying to create upgrade their specimen to see the one that will kill a black man. An idiot are there following them. Bill Gates, as wicked as he is, after creating software, he created virus so that you can be spending money on your computer. The computer I use, I know how much you used to buy the virus to protect it. But even when the virus has not expired, they will be reminding you, Uber recharge me quick or update me quick. I will expire by December 2020. Allow December 2020 to reach now, because all these people are criminals. The same man who create computer, instead of him to allow it to run free, created virus so you can be buying virus, antivirus protection. He's the one who is coming to give you medicine. All of you, you will not have a hiding place. But like I said, I'm talking to Nigeria. What is the level of damage done in your brain? I see one of the governor buy about 70 bags of rice and then show us in the TV. Yes, this rice is for the innocent citizen. So you know you have innocent citizen. They quickly run to China. As I'm talking now, the Chinas are hiding in Biafra land. But I wonder if you have any of them in Yoruba land. The emir that represent Chinese people in Nigeria, they have ordained them, or initiate them, or coronate them. And they are coming for all of us. But what is the level of damage that is done in your brain? And so if we don't respect you today, find out why you are not respected. Because honestly, the madman don't know he's mad. I have seen it. I have seen more than 3, 5, 7 madmen who recovered. One of them, after about 2 years, living in isolation as an insane person, when he regained sanity, and when we are talking about past experience, he never agreed that he was mad. He always say, at that time when I did sick, he never knew he was mad. And we were forbidden not to let him know. So you can be mad, you don't know you are mad. You can truly be mad. You don't know you are mad until they cure you. Nobody have died in Nigeria. They have rushed to bring China people. Now that China has come, people are dying. What are you going to do? And then the next thing they do, they run ahead and initiate lockdown. Robbing us, poisoning us, weakening us in every way imaginable. In the name of trying to control coronavirus. How are you looking at it? We are all here. They are locked down, no movement. What are they trying to achieve? Do you think, don't you know they want to poison you? Your government want to kill you, don't you know? Anybody in the world, if your government cannot take care of you in a time like this, they want to kill you. They want to kill you. They never protect your interest under normal circumstance. Is it now that Bill Gates is paying their money to kill you that they will protect you? Can't you reason? But of course, the genocide is still ongoing in Biafra land. But they don't want you to know what the reasons why they are keeping all these things in Biafra land. There is no single day a trailer, Dangote trailer, is not apprehended within Biafran territory. And they say they are carrying salt, they are carrying flour, they are carrying this. But they just use flour and salt to block the entrance and then feeding coronavirus poison individual. Virus carriers into our land. Have you seen any governor speak about it? Have you seen any senator condemn it? But the question should be, why is there multiple influx of Alamajiri into Biafra land in a time where there is supposedly lockdown? Grammar people, intellectual people will say, yes, after all, they are trying to migrate and migrate, so it doesn't mean. Okwaya. Honestly, when your brain is damaged, it doesn't mean. Of course, most governors are wise enough to lock down their state, as it will help them monitor the import of virus containers. They will send them down here, they will let them loose, and they will take advantage of our poor sisters, circulate it everywhere. And now they lock you inside. Don't remain inside, you come out and peep once in a while. Because these people are evil. Just the same way they deliberately murdered more than 10 million Biafrans. Generation of 1967 and 1970. Till this moment, they don't want you to talk about it. Nigeria of Yoruba, Hausa and Fulani collided together and come to Biafra land and kill over 10 million. There are records I would say is accurate. About 3.5 million innocent women and children. That is not the adult. If we check the one they kill in Jos, the ones they kill in Benin and Yoruba land, because Yoruba actually trapped them in Benin and slaughtered them. The ones they killed in TV land, and the ones that died in the Atlantic Ocean, every Igbo man standing in Bonny Island that night were slaughtered. They were eliminated. And their dead body thrown inside the river. And if we just want to be fair, approximately over 10 million died. Today, with this experience, they don't want the next generation to know what they did to their father. Is these people you think they will protect your future? They have an invisible gun to kill you. Freely, they will leave you. What is the level of damage done to your brain already? Nigeria is such a damaging influence to the brain of all those who have had contact with them, whether foreigners or prisoners alike. Whether you are America, once you have any relationship with Nigeria, they will damage your brain. That is why American and not American CIA, FBI, or whatever they call their name. They are almost, some of their agents are involved in the corruption going on in Nigeria. That is why Aisha Buhari, Atiku, Halliburton scandal, Tinubu, we know how much Tinubu paid. Americans see some of his campaign and shut him down. But evil is evil. Why am I saying this? Britain have become the greatest armed robber in the world because they have contact with Nigeria. Nigeria had the capacity to damage the brain of foreigners and prisoners alike. Any Nigeria is a prisoner. I just ask a simple question. What is the level of damage done to your brain? So as we are organizing ourselves to ensure we are liberated from the zoo called Nigeria, it is important you listen to the word. Pictures of freedom, which we are presenting before you, as this will enable you receive sense that can reset your brain from every such damage that has occurred on it. It really doesn't matter. Nigeria cannot last forever. The day the component members of Nigerian Prison Association begin to come together and call for the disintegration of the zoo called Nigeria, the better for all of us. But believe me, the more you delay, one day you will call for the disintegration of Nigeria and we will tell you no. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, nana, land of the right side, John Lovine, my originality. Land of the right side, Biafra, land of the right side, Biafra, my home, my fatherland. Land of the rising sun, Biafra, my home, my fatherland. We are children of the Most High, called by the name of God, the Creator. Wise men from the east, south, and the middle, great Biafran people. We're taking it to idol worship and we lost the faith of our God. And as we wallowed in idol worship, the British entered in, trading on the Niger, exploiting Jah people. Trading by barter, you give me palm oil and take swoop. So them enter there. I brought in civilization, brought in Jah religion, and told us about America, and we embraced them. I never knew them got ulterior motive. With religion splitted us amongst our brethren, with denomination teared us apart. Building churches, schools and hospitals. We never knew we had to pay this much to be your slaves forever. Oh, Nana. So we fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schism. We fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schism. But our lives have gone poor. At the very spot we left our America. Now is the time to be ready.
want an independent Biafra. Oh, they're fighting for their freedom. So we owe everything to Chukwuka who asked us to come. Not by our own might, nor power, nor will, but by the grace of the Most High.
Back in 1914, amalgamation, colonial masters, criminal masters, a mercenary soldier named Frederick Lugar, brought together all them captives, including Jaffe Paul, them Yorubas and them Ariwas, and so many other people called us Nigeria, Niger area. Oh, Nigeria, people with different religion, different beliefs, yeah, different in culture and tradition, different language, different in everything, overstanding on the reason first to coexist together in the plant of confusion, describe it as oil and the water that can never mix. Planted the cabals, them representatives here in Nigeria, looting all our treasures, colonial external marginalization of the Biafrans. Now is the time for manifestation. Now is the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. Ayoy, Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Biafra, my home, my fatherland, my fatherland. Biafra, land of the rising sun. Land of the rising sun. Biafra, my home, my fatherland, my originality. Biafra,
Yes, of course, Biafra is my originality. Without wasting much of our time at this moment, our line is open. I just ask you a simple question. Nigeria is a brain damager, both to the prisoners and the foreigners alike. I simply ask you a question. What is the level, what is the magnitude of the damage that have been done to your brain? You need to wake yourself up. Don't make any mistake about that. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642 is our WhatsApp line. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971. And the special number for the female is 081-288-58614. 081-288-58614. Call on the WhatsApp, your name and where are you calling from? Call on WhatsApp.
Good evening.
Go ahead, please.
Good evening. This is Mazi calling you from Mazi is from Ndezoki Badizi. Z is in Ibago. Biafra, Ebony State, Biafra land. I appreciate you, my African rep. I thank you very much for a good job. From 6 o'clock to now, you are doing a good job. And we are praying for you. Biafrans loves you so much for your work. And I appreciate our leader, Mazi, the eyes of the black race. And I appreciate our deputy leader, Mazi Chika from Biko, a gentleman and fire in the spirit. We appreciate his work. And IPOP all over the world, the stars in heaven. When you come out and look on the sky, you see the stars. This is IPOB. And I appreciate everyone to join the given train because we are the stars. When you see the stars, it's like a children of Jacob, uncountable. We are uncountable, and nobody can count us. And without us, the world cannot see. I appreciate people all over the world, and I still encourage them to be strong. And with Mazi and the Kano, we will achieve what we want because it is our perfect. So I thank you very much. And for your topic from 6 o'clock to now, in fact, you are giving us what we no professional will teach us this thing in the university all over the world. Radio Biafra is indeed university. Who went to learn will come and learn. Who went to gossip will come and gossip. But at the end, we will win. So, my dear brother, I want to use this opportunity to speak to my people and my dialect. Can I go on?
Go ahead, please.
Okay. There's okay. Ibago. Easy. Nitiri Anganya. No, I couple. No, I can't teach it. I know the Kano. Mojoji. Makamuro Biafra. Ndi Jiko. Bundi Mego. Bundi Bego. Bundio Eda. Bundi Zinodo. A couple no, Tiran Bayanta. Join IPOB a couple of IPOB na Kalile, IPOB Patan don't leave your Bible. I tell you don't so we are not hiding. For join IPOB lawyer Bozo, when you should one, who leg into our Sabbath a couple of ta, or Katashi, Ebon State, big man about our book. No flying about Barodibo, devil man. Auto the Domac and Meda all should drive and Caligide for that. No Suruna de Canlazo. Bambo, Yeriaka, I can live matter that way, and I call the Uban. I call the man stand water. Give go reborn, when bomb go ready. Oh, good that bamboo, Tabo, Pago, you who was so, who go you Tabo of Keke, who get up by the fuel of by Diamano, or Pelugun that body out of the but what about boy? That's so wavu. So come, you take on ta, boy, if you're dead, so even am the Kaleme, can give them where you want shillings to buy no law for. And beg the property task for one there's a Mendiko or Hozara, no Bashio, John Noa Biafra, a couple no, Iseke, Intezi, Ezuno, Unkalego, a couple no on a cheap base, John IPOP a couple no, and we don't want shilling or double on Dave man year and Yafata. Obia not another for us. It was stand for us. Iguan stand for us. A very chog of Shira and Shilo, guy not look forever. Madame the Callis law auto do Godran Bono. So on that Cindy G, you can know by Shimunemu. And we do not by Shono, not both villages, which Shive. Macale, this situation I know now. That was about our Flani, Alamajira Barovo. By you get up on the Aga, and the Banga with Toyo no Mosheho. Obunu tekwe do bashinta be ane mechakwana de mini chaba hanele nyao bravo me junu tana onwa tibunu nwoke eku so ndem bangi boko from dezoke gbegre junoji no join no Biafra ta on me ka nche difuku anile echefe ntekwe kwa o ekele munu dalono Mazi Onyeibe, thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity given me to talk to my people.
Thank you
and
very
I
much.
hope they will listen. And I hope they will do. May God keep you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes, our people must understand. Ask yourself a simple question. We are under lockdown. Why is Fulani loading trailer with Alamajiri, who are actually the virus container, into Biafra land? They are carrying gun. They are carrying the virus. Our governors are locking us down, and they are coming in. If you are listening to the sound of our voice here in Biafra land, you people should be monitoring them. We didn't say they should not come, but we must be ready to reciprocate. This week alone, more than 30 trailers have been stopped in different locations of Biafra land, coming from the north. To do what? We are locked down. No business supposedly according to them. What are they going to do? Only those whose brain are damaged in Biafra land can be romancing any Nigerian person. That is why I ask a simple question. What is the level of damage done to your brain? What is the level of that damage? It is very important you are examining yourself to understand what you are seeing. Call on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening from
my
where?
able rep. My name is Linus Chuku. I'm calling from Aba. I'm from Ohofia. Okon Ohofia. Okon Ohofia is in Ohofia. Ohofia is in Abia State. Abia State, Biafra land. My able rep, frankly speaking, the first day I heard your voice, it was like heaven on earth. It's a very simple truth. And within some few months, I began to follow you, and I lost contact with you. I was asking myself, what happened? What happened? I even called my younger one that is in Port Harcourt to ask him. He said that he don't know, but he was the one that had been forcing me to join IPOPO. This Biafra thing is real. I said, okay, until last week, I just tuned Radio Biafra and I heard your voice again. In fact, from that day, I am glad. I am glad. Say, may Chukwu Okike Bioma bless you, give you more strength to do this wonderful work that you are doing. Well, my Edward, yes, your topic this evening is a wonderful one, and both the first and this second one of it. And truly, the damage they have done to our brain is beyond many people understanding. If not somebody like you and our able leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I don't know what would have been our state today. Because these people really didn't meant well for us. They want to see that we are totally destroyed. But God, who have assigned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and all the principal officers of IPOP to do this wonderful work, will strengthen you and give you the strength to finish it up until we all will see Biafra. Another thing I want to say is that to tell you the truth, my able rep, you are my pastor. God is my witness. You are my pastor. From the first day I start listening to you, any day I miss hearing from you, it's like I'm losing something. I won't be comfortable. And whenever I'm listening to you, even in my house, nobody, even my wife, nobody comes near to me. Anybody that calls me, anybody want to call me, I will tell him, please, I am in my church. I'm listening to my bishop. You are my bishop. God will bless you. Chukwu Okike Bioma will strengthen you and give you all. I heard about what happens to you last time. I don't know how to reach you, but God, the Chukwu Okike Bioma that have assigned you to this job, will see you through. Thank you, my able rep. God bless you.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, my Mazi.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, sir. My name is Yunus Chem. I'm calling from Aba, Abia province of Biafra land. My Mazi, according to your topic, these people have really done a lot of damages on our brain. Because even till now, some of our people have not even really understand what is happening. They have not really understand what evil these people are planning for us. Do you know, last week, Saturday, a week tomorrow, they announced in Abia State that they have open markets, that they should bring 17-man coronavirus committee. But even at that, after their meeting, before you bring your goods out from inside main market, you will pay ticket givers 1,500. Then in that main road that you will keep your goods, you will still pay 1,000, making it 2,500 every day. Whether you sell or you don't sell, you will still pack it and go inside. This is what they have been doing since Monday.
Say now. Still, our people will not understand. They will not come out and join my leader so that we will fight this thing once and for all. Just like play, they are coming back with another war. Since we did not witness the former war, now they want to repeat it again, locking everybody down. Since a month and getting to a month and 2 weeks now, we have been in the house doing nothing. They say palliative, they are sharing it to churches. See, when you bring Biafra topic, you will see some idiots that will be busy arguing with you. Now they have seen how they are one Nigeria keep everybody, and it's still affecting them. Still, they don't want to learn. Nigeria have really damaged our brain. They have really done a lot of damages on our brain, which some of us have refused to learn. I just pray to Chukwu Okike Abiyama that all these things will hasten Biafra to come. We have really suffered in this abominable contraption. The worst is our people. Had it been a Yoruba man that is fighting for this Biafra, you will see how their people will stand up and support him. But these our people, I don't know.
No, if it's Yoruba people, it's our people that will carry it in their head because they are very kind. Okay. Oh, Yoruba have written good article. Oh, this Yoruba professor write good article. Oh, this our Yoruba brother is formidable. I say, have you seen Yoruba write good article of any of us? I yet to see article of Yoruba about our leader. But when you telling people they want to, they are detribalized, they are intertribalized, they are arabataralized, who that one pay?
No, imagine that imbecile that calls himself Joe Igbo, that he's proud to denounce his Igbo tribe to that of Yoruba. Just imagine that coach. I pray he will be alive and see Biafra come. That time he will know what he has done to himself and his generation. They will remain cursed.
Thank you very much.
Let him be in that tribe. Thank you, my Mazi. May God continue to strengthen you.
You see.
Thank you.
Of course, they know where they come from and they defend the honor and integrity of their parents. I have nothing against them when it comes to that issue. Colin, what's up? Are you there?
Mazi George Onyeibe, good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
I got to number one. I got to Biafra. I greet you. You're doing a great job. May God bless you. Good evening, Biafrans, freedom fighters all over the world. My name is Jesse Choma. I am calling from Umbieri. There is a name Bitoli. Bitoli is in Imo State, and Imo State is in Biafra land. Mazi, I love your topic this evening. You know, the damage the zoo country has done to our brain. Mazi, since I was born, I've never gained anything meaningful from this zoological country called Nigeria. I have not. They are full of lies. They are full of deceit. In fact, I don't even know where to start from. I have never gained anything meaningful from them. And I can never, what betide me that I still be calling myself in Nigeria? No. I am a Biafran. I'm proud to say I'm a Biafran. And I can't wait for Biafra to come so that I will be proud to see it on my passport, to see it on my ID card, to see it everywhere. I can't wait to see the rising of the sun. You know, this country is nothing to write home about. They're full of lies, deceit. Can you imagine? For the past 1 week now, they're busy, you know, transporting their lamadris down to our Biafran lands, and our governors are not doing anything. All of them just close up their mouths. These people have surrounded us. They are in our villages. They are in our backyards, everywhere, and they are not doing anything. You know, it's so annoying, Mazi. Your topic this night is so interesting, so educative, that the damage this zoo has done to us is uncountable. And I'm not proud to say I'm in Nigeria, God forbid. You know, so
thank you very much.
All Biafrans all over the world, all Biafrans in Biafra land, you people should wake up, and do the needful. These people are deceiving us. They are maltreating us. They are killing us. They are invading our land. And you people are there, you are not doing anything. The sole governors are not doing anything. The one that pains me most is this stupid and rubbish Ohanes and Doshin and Ndiama. They are there doing nothing. By right, they're supposed to be defending the Biafran land, but they're not doing anything. So I'm calling on all Biafrans all over the world, Biafrans in Biafran land, to be very, very, to be very, very, careful. People should observe, be very, very careful. Guide your territories, guide your areas. Do not give this Alamajiri chance to come into our land and infect us. Please, do not give them chance. People should be very, 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 very agile. Be vigilant. Guide your place. Look at Cross River, all these river states. It's not only the police and the army that is guiding them. They have a local, a local vigilante group, a local security, indigenous security group that is helping those police to do their work. That's why they have been able to be catching all these Alamaji's entry. But here in Imo State, there is nothing like that. There is nothing like that. It's just only those police, and these police, they are Fulani bloods. They can't reject. They can't send them back. So I'm calling on all of you to wake up, please. It's time for us to defend our territories. It's time for us to defend our land. It's time for us to defend this land so that we all will be alive to see the rising of the sun. Thank you so much, Mazi. I still remain Jay-Z Precious from Umbiri, aka Jay-Z Damsel. Thank you so much. All hail Biafra.
Almost hail Biafra. Caller on WhatsApp. Are you still there? Of course, we lost that caller. Caller on the line. Your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Yes. Good evening from here. Please come closer to your phone. Your voice is very low.
Hello, Mazi. Good evening.
Caller on WhatsApp. Your name and where are you calling from? Good evening from here.
Good evening, Mazi Onyeibe. My name is Sobechuku Ejiofor. I'm your brother from Ibuzo, but based in Aba. I want to applaud. Yeah, good evening. I want to applaud you and Mazi Nnamdi for the works that you people have been doing so far, because so far so good. We've waited for a time like this that we'll see someone that will stand for the Igbos. Okay. Well, the reason why I'm calling is to let you people know that you people still have more brothers that can carry out any task that that is needed from Igbo land. Me, I have my own heart, because there was a time I had problem with the police people along what's it called, Tenant Road by East. Police people by 8 o'clock, they did massive arrests for no reason, just to use us and collect money. For that day, I held them for like 2 hours. They assaulted me. They did everything they could do to me. But at least I held them for 2 hours, just that nobody came out. I shouted, I expected people to come out so that we put hand and tell them that they cannot intimidate us, but to no avail. The other people just entered the bus like slaves, you understand me? So after they intimidated me, and I surrendered, because so that they will not harm my body. So I followed them to the police station the next day. As we get them what they need. So the reason why I'm calling is this: that all of us need to come together, so that anytime a brother is having problem, somebody should come out one by one. We'll make out a number that will stand against the evil deeds they are doing in Biafra land. Like secondly, again, I want you to reach out to our leader, in terms of the people that are collecting money from bribe from the keke people, the boss, and all the rest in Biafra land. So that if they are collecting this thing, let us come out one by one. Let them have a task force that will come out and say no to those things. Then from there, we'll fight against it. But that is where I was expecting that we'll talk about to stop the slavery payment that we are doing in Biafra land. For me, I'm against it to the total core. That is the reason I'm calling. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Your complaints are noted, and honestly, the secret of the night is best known to the owl. Good night from here. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
So, Anambra State, I live in the Anambra State. I know this problem. You know, here's the problem. And I see Ivan is that I don't know the size that I Anambra. Now, Parisi Velu Hanyaka. You have what you have along of this kind of the Parisi Valley with the Nabra Makai in the ICP. No, Macante have on the ICP. The Nina Parisi Valley is a family known a half of them, and you have a Agotamaji, and it's buying Agotamaji, like other places, more too many affiliates and other places. Agotaka no, your money have a sister, and me may know. One of the actually are so up to today. I know you buy it for a small last 2 Friday. I to come back and up to today. They look at the hand, they look at the year. And what part of it some of our members are not this one, no reason are not the men type to be carrying. We are always our don't we do get it's so high as a man, some of them like higher because the head of this propaganda. You don't know anything another person, that's how you see a man. If you do my own coordinates or no, I want you know that's last week is no one of both state and local government. So we don't know what is happening.
Have you reported to the state coordinator?
I don't know the state coordinator. My coordinator and I don't need to start with that number. I want to look at government.
Tell what you do is report to your coordinator. Tell him to report to the state. If they don't find justice there, tell him to report to Biafra Land National. In that process, he may get to me. I hope you understand. You have a complaint to make. If you really want justice, tell your coordinator this is what I want. If you say he cannot do it, tell him to report, to take you to the state. You want to report to the state. If nothing is done, go to the Biafra Land National. At that point, I will be aware of this matter. Okay? Sorry for the inconveniences it may have cost you. Thank you very much. All right, good night from here. Caller on the line, your name and where you're calling from. Mazi below, just hold on. Caller on the line.
Good evening, Mazi. George Onyeibe.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
May Edike Ochikekerowa bless you. I'm very happy to hear your voice. For long, I've been wondering why you are not becoming on the air. I know one day must come on air. Even me and my family, we have been wondering why I never coming for air. My name remains Mazi Chimezie Uko, calling from. Hello?
Yes, go ahead. The word is
Hello?
listening. Go ahead. The word is listening.
My name remains Mazi Chimezie. I'm calling from Ishi Alangwa. Ishi Alangwa is in Abia State, Aba Province. What I'm so much happy each time I listen to Radio Biafra, I'm so much happy. It will make me to wake up my spirit. It make me to understand what my father told me. Because my father told me, my father was born 1909. So what I'm saying is fact by using our brain. Yes, because of the Funanis are making use of our brain. Yes, the Funanis making use of our brain because they don't go back to their root, our people, being the governors and the senators in the eastern region. I don't know anything south. What I know is the three tribes make that contraction called Nigeria, and which is not a part of that contraction called Nigeria. I'm so much glad today to my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the great Royal Highness, the King of Afara Ibeko one. Bless him abundantly.
Thank you very much.
I'm so much happy for Uche Mefo. I'm so much happy for my eyes Peter and the Judge Onyeibe. You are not an intellectual. You are the standard intellectual and the great intellectual, more than intellectual. You are good for the even quote of the Bible and the others who don't want to know, who don't want to listen to your advice and their teaching and their intellectual is nobody as far as Biafra are concerned. Now, I don't know anything concerning Biafra, concerning Nigeria. What I know and standing is Biafra. One, the Funani make use of our head. Number one, Funani man doesn't have a house. You have no history. He's in life. From the Go1, from Abata, from Go1, from Babangida, each of Funani, they have no destination. They have not anything to present as what? As a history of their family. Now, our people, I wonder why our people call themselves intellectual, graduate, master's degree, hold PhD holder. I don't know what is wrong with them. What is wrong with them is that when I look up them, because in the bang in the Twitter, say we are not conquer, so we will not conquer, or conquer. Number one, our Majiri, Kanjawi, Funane man have no definition. That's why all he knows is to looting right from Go1 and since 1976 to 1970. What they know until now, what they know is the looting. And their money they are taking to the Asia country, to the Europe, to America, to the England, anywhere to hold the world. They never been one day ask themselves, none of England man, none of Asian man, none of American man, none of Europe man have come one day and tell them to help me and keep this money in your land. And our people call themselves intellectual and the graduate and the master's degree and the PhD and governor and senators and the organization have not what one day asked themselves question. When I look at them, when they go to Europe, they shake an Europe man. Yes. They say, my son is schooling here. My daughter is schooling here. What of that your own country called country called Zoo in Nigeria? What of your own? What makes you show your integrity because of common money? You rejected your own country, rejected your own people, because you follow Funane man, have no family. You sold your own country. You sold your own people to be killed
to be harassing, to be destroying anyhow because of money, for you to be answering urgent engine, for you to be respected. Don't you know that time you say you sold yourself, your integrity? Don't you know a dog keeping in the house is more better than you? You call yourself a senator. You call yourself a governor. You call yourself a master's degree. You call yourself intellectual. Don't you know your intellectual is rubbish? A European man will look you and laugh at you. Because when European man will look you and laugh at you, because of what? He look you. None of them have taken their pain and come over to you. You are the one to go your own words and go to and dump it there. You follow Funane man. Tomorrow, you bow down to a Funane man, which is have no any degree in university. All their paper is from fortune. From Gowan to Buhari, these late dead people are all their paper is fortune. Are you listening to me?
Go ahead and try and summarize.
Yes. Now, what my anger is concerning these people, senators in the East here, general. That's my own concern. And their governors. Apart from one senator and the one governor. Apart from that, what of other governors? What are they doing? What is their own problem concerning for you to have your own freedom and your own land and that rising sun? They say three west mind come from the east and blame Jesus Christ. Where is that three mind? It's from east. They're not from the north. They're not from the west. It's from the east. And the east is the blessed land. They are using COVID-19 and deceiving people. And nobody will deceive even my own family. Nobody will deceive them. Even until I die, nobody will deceive them. That's what my father told me. Because my father was born 1909, November. They haven't one day mentioned Nigeria. When it comes to respect of orders of Carlo, there is the man gratuity after working 37 years with a Minister of War. They don't have received the payment until 2015 April. Mazi Onyeibe, George Onyeibe, may God bless you. Chukwueke Nkerewa, let him bless you. And bless all the hard work in the IPOB to restore Biafra. May Chukwueke Nkerewa bless them and keep them alive. For we
Thank
to
you
see
very much.
Our own country rising sun.
Thank you
In the
very
name of
much.
Inshallah, it's going to
Thank you very much. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Mazi below, are you still there? Mazi below.
Yeah, I'm here, my brother. Good evening from here.
Good
Yeah,
evening.
Bonnet, Mozambique.
Thank you for
Yeah,
holding
my
on.
children. I thank you, Almighty Kukabema, for the life of our leader, Martin and the fellow. And don't know one of what now some we can already or something like any like a bubble and any king. Ambassador Kogologonda, Honey, Hungry, fight here. I could only go in a I remember to the Chineke, now. Because the Martin and the Kali wisdom, more wisdom, knowledge, you know, then you mean him listeners who can pray here. Wana him listeners now, so now I should have them. Yeah, Mazi, you know, Mazania will be low from the Kampula province, Mozambique. I from Marcoma and Banja Bell, or the province of Japan. My Georgia, people are rejoicing say that there is the audio Carlo. But from my own side, we are rejoicing for because of our leader effort, not because of the man. No matter anything, he said that that's anything the person will do, anyhow, anything we do for this earth, you must repeat. You must take the penalty. We accept you. We are thank God that we come back from zone, from prison. But you're supposed to do your, you're supposed to come and confess for the Biafra. Because if you not confess, more problem will come for you. I am as well advise you come and confess for that. Because ever here, all the big and actually but also see come and confess for Biafra because we made you no Biafra. We are happy that you come back, but you're supposed to come and tell the whole Biafra what is in your mind for the Biafra. Because the Biafra that we are looking for you and for your people, for your children. It's not for only we Mazi and the girl or Onyeibe now or Mazi now. It's for you people. I want your family, you and your family, come outside and apologize to Biafra. We will welcome you. We will welcome all Biafra will welcome you back for the Biafra. Come and confess and help what you are doing. This is money for you. This is money for you. I'm going to give it here again. I'll just give it 2023 election. Give it election. I'll just fight for Biafra. He fight for Nigeria. What did he fight again? Fight for Biafra. All the modern must be like now must move for a bin. I won't give better. He na mother make go share gear. Nobody above mistake. You have already do your own mistake. Try and come back for the Biafra and fight for Biafra freedom. Mazi, equals for this addition. If I see the whole zone Nigeria, is the Buhari side. If the thief is the Buhari side. If you remove somebody that's not supposed to remove, it's the Buhari side. If you do photo shocking, it's the Buhari side. Come and do your own. If you let you, if you can bring your own side. The whole Nigeria, don't let you ask that question. There is a lot of questions you people supply, but people never ask that question. Try and all the whole generation try and do the needful. Journalists in Nigeria, try and do the needful because you people are the problem that we have. That place Nigeria in this fire now. All these journalists that you people are put the fire for that to for Nigeria. Try and do something that you're supposed to do. Ask questions you're supposed to ask questions you're supposed to ask questions. You know that you know the routine and the bad thing, you know. Please, you people supposed to fight for this freedom for everybody. Our leader is calling for. Our leader is not calling for the only Biafra freedom, calling for the freedom of all the whole people that live in that zone, the whole Africa. Please, you people just do a good thing supposed to do, so that your children cannot be regret why they are born for their zone. I must well be telling these people this evening. All of this Nigeria is the people call journalists for Nigeria, and those that doing that interview, you people know where you're supposed to do the interview. But when also to thrown here, why you don't have to boss, not happy about. But when also journalists, but so that you couldn't win good life for that zone, couldn't win me for that zone, couldn't show one, couldn't wear the guys now for your own life. Please, if you know get me, you get me so boo, come on, judge you, 11 so wash now there. Ọ ga-adịra anyị ihu na mma dịrị ya sị na ma ndị na-achọ Biafra ga-adịra ndị ọrachịrị peace ga-adịrị ndị ọrachịrị ọgbaghara bịara aha nga ha ndị ọrachịrị na Biafra ga-abịa ga-ebu ụzọ nwụọ bifo Biafra na-abịa ihe nnarị n'ọkwụ taa ọ bụga mma mmechi ụzọ Biafra not come mere onwe m to bring it down so that the Biafra will come because ndị nwere akwụkwọ ya ka ha mma ma jọrọ Onyeibe jichike n'ọnụ gị chere ga-anyere gị aka na-alụ onye na-alụ isi agaghị ọ ga-ahụ karịrị nwu gị nwe mgbe ị ga-mgbe ole tọrọ ụkwụsị ga-akpọ ị ga-akpọ kam ụgbakala na-agba ihe na-agba Thank you very
much.
Hello?
Yes, good evening. Go ahead. Your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening. I'm happy to reach you today because
turn down the volume of your radio.
I've been trying your line since, but I have not reached you. Thanks to Yahweh who have made it possible for me today to reach you. I pray for our leader, Mazi and the Carlo. The Yahweh Almighty bless him and lead him to continue his work until he finishes. And I know Yahweh, who has started this work in him, is faithful and just to fulfill it. Thanks be to him in Yeshua's name. And I pray for all the leaders of the indigenous people of Biafra, that Yahweh Almighty will guide them and protect them and bless them, encourage them, and comfort them in the name of Yeshua the Messiah. And I pray that Yahweh will fulfill this assignment he has given to us, and we all will see Biafra and rejoice in him. In the name of Yeshua the Messiah.
Issei, thank you very much. We must continue. Yes, a caller on the line. Your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Caller on the line. Good evening.
Good evening. Onyeibe.
Go ahead, please. Turn down the volume of your radio set.
Okay. Hello.
Go ahead.
Hello. I'm calling from Aba.
Go ahead, my brother.
Okay. I'm the one big sorry not here last time, you know.
No problem.
Hello?
Thank you. Thank you very much. No problem. Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Because as you know, I can imagine and do Biafra. Now, it was
Stop listening to your radio.
okay.
Move
Okay.
away from your radio.
From Aba. I'm a member of IPOB. So, because I make a maddening and do IPOB. When I have one day, go wake you up. Go wake you up. Ndị Igbo kwuru na onye na-anụ ọnụ ya na redio Biafra nwa unu kinie omeghị anyị na-eriche na Naịjirịa ọ nọọsọ ogbugbu ka ụbọchị ikinie na-anụ egburu mmadụ ebe ka mmadụ niile ekunie n'oge nkịta bụ mgbe onye ara ga-ekuni folo ọp na ihe a na-eme biko ndị Igbo niile ama onye na-anụ ọnụ ya onye ndị Igbo ukwu kunie n'oge onunwa follow up na ihe a na-eme omeghị Naịjirịa omeghị anyị nkịta na Naịjirịa na ọsọ kwa ụbọchị ịpụtara n'ọnwụ egburu mmadụ ebe a ike ọrụ ihe nna ayọ Mazi Onyeibe udo dịrị gị o bye bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And of course, this is where we draw the curtain for this evening segment. What can we say? What can we do other than to appreciate Chukwu Kikabiama who has led us this far? Biafrans, anywhere you are in the world, do not forget the time that we are in. They say it's a time where they are combating the pandemic called coronavirus or COVID-19. But there are worse killing going on more than coronavirus. Awusa Fulani is taking the privilege to reduce the population of the northern Nigeria. Of course, the Awusa, the Biron, the Nupe, Fulani is going to kill all of you. Those people they brought from China, get ready. And those of you Awusa who are so idiotic to receive the poison, because you are a container now, you are a containment, and then you bring it to Biafra land, you will meet your death, because Amadioha will kill all of you, including the governor or senator or chief that will give you people access to our land. The land of Biafra will judge all of you. Biafrans, open your eye. If Nigeria have not damaged your brain, your reasoning capacity, open your mind and observe them. We are going home. And all for those who died for Biafra, they are listening to us. And we tell them not to worry. The ones that are alive, because everything is going to be all right. Of course, 30th of May is around the corner. Preparation is ongoing already. We must remember our fallen heroes and heroines. Let it be on record that we are not here to conquer anybody. We just want our life back. It has been taken from us. We simply ask that we might be the author of our destiny. This is not too much to ask for. But we have promised Nigerian state. We will soar on the wings of civil disobedience when the time comes. Because it's our right. I sign off from here. Do have a wonderful night rest. And those of you who are on the daytime according to your time zone, I say do have a wonderful day. God bless all of us as I sign off from here. Ndewonu. Ndewonu.